Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Monday. We're so glad you're with us to kick off a fabulous week ahead. We are really excited about this show. We call it Must See Monday, and we're not kidding around because we have the most incredible values. It's always about markdowns. We figure Monday's got a bad rap, right? So we figure we give you all the greatest discounts and really carry over from all these great values we had all weekend long and bring you a little more of that here tonight when we're talking about some of the best jewelry that money can buy. And it's just the difference is, doesn't cost all that much money to get your favorite pieces and to get the exotics and to get even classics like diamonds that we have today. We don't see this very often, but we've got a 1-carat diamond ring that is coming up. It is GIA certified. We don't see many of those, and we're very excited about the quality that we're going to bring to you on that, but it's really about the value that we have as well. Now, we also have some blue wing black D. I've got one for you today. It is going to be our 7-carat plus. It's an oval and a great mounting. We also have the prettiest congales. It is our tourmaline that brings us the Paraiba blues and the Paraiba greens, but with a much better price point than you can ever get Paraiba for. So we'll bring that to you as well. Now, a lot of you missed out on some aquamarine over the weekend, so I made a point to bring you a gorgeous aquamarine today for our Sierra Santa Maria lovers that we have. We have a 2-carat plus for you, super affordable on that one. We mark everything down, so it's really our 3 hours of live shopping, but it's all about the markdowns on this Monday night, so get ready to see prices you've never seen. I know we're all about the values always, but this is a special night when we can really bring a lot more than you're used to. And also, we've got affordable too, so it's not just about museum. I've got plenty of those museum pieces for you, but it's also going to be about affordable earrings. We've got some Morganites that are drop earrings. They're returning favorites. We've got some beautiful fire opal. It looks like a ruby. It's a fire opal. That's when you know you're talking about top quality opal. And then we also have some museum emerald and some great looking Paraiba and a big kunzite. So lots to get to. There's even bracelets on the way. There's a bracelet here that should be about $5,000 right here on this show. It is nowhere near that. So get ready. It's a celebration of the best in jewelry. We're going to start with a ruby that is just absolutely spectacular. You know, you can spend a lot on rubies. Ruby is a common stone that we know comes from different origins, right? It's a very well-known stone, but there is a bona fide best when it comes to origin, and it's really what we exclusively carry here. It's actually Burma, and there are certain levels of Burmese. Just like anything else in life, there's always going to be different levels of quality you can get. This is truly the strongest color, the strongest clarity. Even if you're not per se a ruby lover, I think this stone can change your mind. Take a look at this. I really want you to see it. Notice there's only one here as well, so it's going to be a quick way to start our show with 112-5489. As we get you going, of course, if you have any requests, we'd love to hear from you as well on those. And if there's anything maybe you missed over the weekend, we can bring those ideas out as well, as long as it's still here. And take a look at this. 75 points in the oval Burma that we're starting with here. Just one of the most crystalline, gemmy-rich rubies you ever will see. That's what we're so excited about, but it's going to be that 75-pointer with 52 points in diamonds. Now, this is a mounting I've had for years, decades as a matter of fact. So just be aware. Sometimes there's a stone that's going to have a cutting to it where it's going to look bigger visually than it weighs. So if you are thinking 75 points is not big enough and you'd really like to have ideally a carat or a carat and a quarter, please consider this stone, because I'm going to price it really, really well, unlike a carat could ever be priced. But I just want you to know this mounting always takes a 1-carat stone, this being the rare exception here, which just means it's probably a more shallow cut. More shallow cutting, not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing because you're getting more look to the gem, more surface area to the stone, filling in this signature halo mounting, but it's going to look a lot bigger than it weighs, and that's really, really impressive. So we're ready to get started. 75-point stone. There is only one. You can change the gold color if you wish, and that is very exciting. But also, hi, Brenda. Thank you so much. Oh, you're amazing. You are amazing, Brenda. Thanks for being with us tonight. And get requests in if you got them, because we would love to treat you to something special here tonight with value. But take a look at this on the hand. This is such a pretty piece, and yet classic as can be, and yet really going to work if you want to have that classic setting style with those bigger diamonds. Keep in mind there are a lot of bigger stones there, over a half carat. It's all about the best of the best, but we are blowing it out. So instead of the $39.99, it should be, you know, those museum reserve stones we've been seeing of late that have that superstar quality, that great clarity. You know about all those. Well, this has every bit that color, clarity, and more so. And yet it's not $4,000. That tends to be the best price we can usually see on a museum level stone. This is going to be so much more affordable. So I hope you're on the lines ready to go, because we're going to shock you with pricing tonight. I promise you, if you stay with me for the 3 hours, you are going to see price tags you never thought you would see, even when you're used to our great values. It is true. And this one's going to be even better than $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,000. I am in giveaway mode tonight. It is a very kind of like our Friday around here. You know, we have that Tuesday with no broadcast, so it kind of feels like Friday. I know we do like this little like reverse flip it and reverse it thing, right, where it's the start of the week, but it's really kind of like our finale to the week. And so we have a lot of carte blanche opportunity to really start discounting for you, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Instead of even $1,000 on this incredible ruby, it's going to be $999. So we're taking it lower than you could ever get that mounting for. A band of gold right now by itself, without the diamonds, without the ruby, would definitely cost you more than what this is right now. So first caller situation, that's going to be it. It's going to be $9.99. We'll give it 30 seconds. I do anticipate that will be gone in probably less than 30 seconds if we know our audience and we know that we've got a lot of people who are looking for those great values right here early, and there's plenty of affordable, but pieces that probably shouldn't be, like that one there. And just again, for those of you that really are sticklers about quality, that ruby is delivering. That ruby, I just don't know of a way. And if you had a wish list, like a checklist of wish list features in your ruby, there's really everything you could ever want covered in that stone. So it's a big deal, and $9.99 gets it to you. Now we also have the other side of the corundum family would be the sapphires. We're going to bring you a rare padparadscha here shortly, but I do have a gorgeous turquoise necklace that's very of the moment, and it's very special. We're going to clear out some inventory tonight. 112-4480. Yes, I have brand new, but also have some last call pieces like what we're going to see next, which is going on my hand here. It's 112-4480, and this would be a charm style necklace, but it's got the most beautiful celestial themes with, I know you've loved our turquoise by the yard. I know it's been seldom here and it always sells out when we have them, but this gives you a little bit of that feel in the necklace. Just one, yellow gold only. Get ready for a big value, 27 points in the Sleeping Beauty turquoise. That's going to be your 4 stones that are bezel set. Each and every piece, think of it like you've got individual pendants, 7 of them, all draping from this chain, which yes, is adjustable. We're going to make sure that that is going to be all the wearability you need with that lobster claw closure, 16, 17, 18 inches in length, of course. And then do you see those little North Stars? 2 of those, 1 crescent moon. Even the crescent moon has a little star up towards the corner. So you've got a beautiful idea, and I'll show it to you on the neckline as well. But this is going to be one only, stays in the yellow gold because it's a designer piece, but this is what it's going to look like when it's on. So you get, again, that really beautiful way that it just has those stones draping right from really about, really close to halfway around the neckline for you. And all those special pieces, not even $1,000, not $9.99. Let's go back to our wheel. Do you have the ruby? Okay, or the necklace? The necklace is already gone. Okay, I hope they're not spending $9.99 because I got a better deal for you. How about $399 instead for the celestial necklace with the diamonds even in the crescent moon and the stars? And this one is already spoken for, so congratulations. That one's out of here. And then let me show you, I guess we can take a look at the little peek at the ruby there, since that one is still here at $9.99. Now also, this is one of my favorites of the day. So if you don't mind, we're 7 minutes in, I'm going to show it to you because why not? It's all about the values up front and really throughout. But if we set the tone properly, this is something that you're going to not even necessarily see all the beauty of this stone quite yet. It's massive. This is another one where kind of like our ruby where it's going to look a lot bigger than it weighs, like opals always do. This would be item number 1125333, and it is fantastic. This is an opal. That is a Lightning Ridge opal. It's black opal, but it's got a little lighter base. Instead of having the real cobalt blues like sometimes they have, this has that lighter base where it's every single color of the rainbow. All within. This is a natural stone. We do not do doublets or triplets in our opal. It's 5333. It's a 2-carat 13, and yet it looks a lot larger. Wait till you see this on the hand. And then it's got the most beautiful way that it takes the oval stone, but adds a little bit of a rectangular motif in the halo, which is your diamond weight of 44 points. Now, this is also a one only, as opals always are. The ruby's the only thing left so far. Here's what we're going to do. I am blowing this out $79.99, and it's going to be a night of blowouts. I promise you that. There is no question. You're going to see values you've never witnessed before. It might just seem like a Monday night in September, but this is going to be the show that everyone's talking about. And wait till you see this on the hand, because please look at this in a little lower lighting, but also the size of it. And still, you are not seeing anywhere near the colors that will be on display when you see this in real life, because obviously real life lighting is going to help out the opals and be a lot better than this bright studio lighting we have for you. But you can see all the colors there, especially the reds, the pinks, the oranges. And then of course there's yellow and there's blue and there's green. And what we're going to do is take that $79.99 opal, where again, tremendous color. I want to show you the inside as well. Why not? It's natural through and through, but they didn't polish the back because really no need to do that actually. When you know it's a cabochon and you know know how you're going to set it, right? So they keep it more of a rough cut in the back. Of course, it's a cabochon, and yet sits kind of low profile. Do we like this one already? Are we ready for a great big value? This is one of our best opals I can show you. But it is true that when we see really good opals like this, they're always $7,000. I have a whole box full of amazing opal pieces in our inventory that are $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 because they give all the amazing dynamic colors that you see here. This one's coming down. It is a markdown on everything tonight. Everything I put up there, everything's got to go. Everything will be amazing. Everything's going to be priced better. You saw that necklace sold well before I priced it. It was already gone. So they just saved, for instance, they saved what? They saved an extra $600. And they weren't even expecting it. So we're going to do the same here. And instead of 8,000 or 4,000 or 2,000, which is going to be basically, yeah, we just went 75% off our price. We're going to go a lot lower than that. And it can be changed in the gold color. So if you'd rather have the yellow gold to the band and the setting of the rose gold, you can, but it's not going to be 2,000 or 1999. Already pretty impressive. We're going to keep this going all night long. Watch this. It's not even 1999. 1888. Are you thinking about this one? We have 3 callers thinking about this opal already. You guys have the right idea. You're ready to sweep up the values, and we're going to make it better than 1777, 1699, 1599, or 1500. I'll take it even lower than that, and that is just a statement. It looks like a 5 or 6 carat stone if it were anything else. It's not even $14.99. I'll blow it out right now. First caller, $1,399, and you're changing the gold and getting your size as well, and that is a beauty right there. And no question, everything we put up there tonight is going to sell. Just remember, it's first caller to say sold. You've got it. All right, that one is gone as well. And then guess what else we have? A padparadscha, as mentioned. Here's the padparadscha in a classic setting. It's a sapphire, the rarest color considered because it's actually multiple colors combined together. And it's 1123258. This would be our padparadscha with the pinks and the oranges. I would say it's a little bit more 80-20 on the pink and the orange respectively. You're getting this fabulous 46-pointer. It is unheated, so that also makes a difference. It is a very special stone to get unheated material like that when you've got all the colors and the clarity, because usually the heating of a sapphire is going to help on both fronts. It's going to give it a better color than it maybe naturally had. It's also going to enhance the clarity that it might not have also had. This one didn't need anything. It's perfect the way it is. 63 points in diamonds and a white, yellow, or rose gold setting of your choice, but a really nice classic setting style. So this could even be giftable. And then get ready because we're going to show you a sapphire. This one's birthstone, by the way. Think of the those lucky September kids. They got all those options when it comes to birthstone because you talk about a sapphire family that's got so many different colors, from the classic blues all the way to the more exotics here, into categories like what we bring in the Winzas. And then later, actually in a few minutes, I'm going to show you a bracelet with a sapphire as well, and it's in a rare unheated purple. But this one first, got to be really, really going out the door here. Instead of $34.99, got a new price for you, and we'll bring it a lot better. And look at this classic on the hand. So again, really that mid-size ring doesn't need to be, it's one of those perfect, if you ask me, perfect mid-size pieces. If you like bigger or smaller jewelry, this kind of falls down the middle of the line here. So it can be worn by one and all, I believe, and yet it's not even $3,000 or $29.99. And if you're ready to get that rarest level of sapphire into your collection, here's the way to do it affordably. And that's why so many of us don't have padparadscha, because it is usually such an expensive variety of sapphire. We're not doing 2,000. It's not $19.99. Get ready for it. We've only got the one. I've even got a green zircon coming up for you. We are going to make sure every single one of these incredible one-of-a-kinds tonight goes. But this one's going to be only, you know what, let's just skip it, $999. That's it. Final call, $999 triple-digit price tag on a padparadscha that looks like that, where you are choosing your favorite gold color as well. So big moment there for our sapphire lovers. Tony and myself, we share one of the favorite rings here. And I got approval from him that he says it could be a gent's ring as well as a lady's ring as well. So we're going to show you a really cool cross ring that we have. That's last call. Then we also have a beautiful array of, got a couple of Congos to look at, some big oversized diamond pieces tonight, but there's our padparadscha. And again, padparadscha in a 46-pointer, that's no small size when you're talking about the most elite sapphire out there. I know, again, it's kind of like a ruby, where there's a lot of you that might say, oh, I'm not sure if I want a smaller stone. But again, it's the way it faces up. It's the way it looks in that classic mounting. You've got it all there covered, and yeah, in a lot of great diamond weight at that 2/3 of a carat almost mark. Let's go ahead and show you the green zircon, or do you want to see another piece in sapphire? Let me just show you this. If you want a bigger sapphire, but this is how we see sapphire very seldomly set. And by the way, who was shopping with you on the turquoise and who was shopping with you on the opal, or was it the same color? Was it the same color? Who was that? Oh, wonderful. Oh, so nice to hear from her. And where'd you say she's calling from? Oh, I wasn't sure. Oh, good. I don't know if I knew that. Actually, no, I do know that because she told me yesterday what their state stone is. Remember? It's diamond. So we had some bonita white yesterday actually on the show, which is the California official state gem and rarely seen. And so, yeah, that's right. Kirsten, thank you so much. Now, take a look at this. This is a bracelet. It's a cuff style bracelet. It's item number 1118280. Gosh, might as well be an ancient item number. So it's been here a while. And probably has something to do with this price tag I'm looking at that says $6,999. Why? Because it's a bracelet number one, so you've got automatically a lot of gold. More gold than even necklaces usually have. But that's not it. It also has a 115 purple, unheated sapphire. And that's a pear shape that perfectly sets at what is kind of this wonder. You know our Wonder Ring, it's world famous, right? Everybody's copied it, everybody's tried to make their own imitated version, right? Duplicates, all of that. We started the Wonder Ring trend, that chevron design, that chevron detail. We have since done necklaces and bangle bracelets and the like. This really takes that theme and then perfectly places that point of the pear with that point of the chevron shape. It looks gorgeous on the wrist. It's slightly adjustable as well. It's made for an average size wrist, but you've got, because it's open and doesn't have closure per se, and gold's slightly malleable, and with the diamond set the way they are, you can give it a little bit of a cinch in or a little bit of expansion if you need to, or it also helps for ease of putting it on and taking it off. But there's a brand new markdown on this one, and I know you haven't seen it in a while because it's been sitting here in a vault for $7,000, and you know, any good host would shy away from that, knowing that that's just more than we typically spend on bracelets, even despite the fact that it's a lot of gold. 72 points is the diamond weight. It's in the rose. So do have to let you know, this one actually can be changed, which is a little bit, oh, never mind, this does have the hinge. I love it. This has the little kickstand to make it even easier. So instead of just kind of, you know, kind of slicing it across the wrist there on that slight edge, you've got a little kickstand closure, as it's called. So there's a hinge that you can't even detect that's there. And then that just makes it all the easier. It gives you a little more room to just slide that on the wrist like I just did, then pop that hinge closed just like so. That's one way to wear it. Obviously, if you want to opt to wear it the other way, you can. But you can see how it's going to drape. And so if you even have a little bit slightly larger than average size wrist, this is going to work for you as well. If you wear a 7.5, it's going to work. If you wear a 6.5 like I do, it's going to work. And then you have the option to, let's just put it on the other way here. Why not? That way you just require to put it on this way. I mean, it's so easy to change it up because of that kickstand closure. And then you can obviously wear it with the point facing more up towards the arm and towards the forearm instead of down towards the hand. So different ways to wear it. I love that we're switching the gold color if you'd like, but there is only one piece. So the 72 points in diamonds are going to go across the top halfway around. There's your beautiful purple that looks almost like, instead of like a royal purple like an amethyst, this really does more look like a purple diamond. And then again, really nice easy closure. I mean, you could still take that off if you want to without the assistance of the kickstand, but again, you might as well use that so you don't have to bend your gold. But again, if you need to cinch it a little more, you can. If you need to expand it a little more, you can. So it's really a one size fits most opportunity. But sparkling VS diamonds, we opted for the rose gold to start. You don't have to leave it. Love that too. And we're not even asking for that half off price of $3,500 tonight. Just one stone though. And yet sapphire's durable. So if you're worried about exposure on the wrist there because maybe you're, you know, working with your hands a lot and maybe your bracelets are a little more exposed, so you typically go diamonds. Well, sapphire's second only to diamonds in their hardness. So they've got plenty of durability for everyday wear. And that's a beautiful shape. I love that it just feels exotic the way that the bracelet is shaped. It looks so pretty on the wrist, but it's not $3,000 and it's not $2,000 either. I'm a little shocked. We can't expect to see gold priced the way it is and continue to make bracelets this affordable. That's really the difference maker here, is that gold cannot be this affordable when you have this much of it in something for your wrist. Bracelets are expensive to make. They are very, very costly to create. They have more gold than most of the necklaces we bring you as well. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're looking at this gorgeous piece, and no, it's not gonna be 19 or 18 or 17.99. So sapphire over a carat, lots of diamonds at almost 3/4, and then all that gold, and it's only $1,699 for one collar only. Then we've got our green zircon. I did bring out some Tanzanite drop earrings that are quite affordable. April while they still have a big size. Now, if you know, also our Paraiba sold out yesterday. We had some 6 caraters. I've got another one today with even more diamond weight to it, so we'll bring that out. We've got some gorgeous kunzite, big emerald, the diamond piece, a certified diamond that is a 1 carat center. This is a time of year when a lot of people are thinking about engagements, and if you know somebody, now I get it, a lot of our viewers are not necessarily in their teens or their 20s. Which one? Are you taking the bracelet? Thank you so much. Bracelet is gone. I do want to just show this because I've already had in this last week a lot of people asking if we do engagement rings or white diamond pieces, and the answer is not very often, but we decided that let's bring out our best diamond, which is here, that is not just a diamond, but is a certified by GIA diamond. Thank you on the bracelet, by the way. Enjoy it. This one's going to be a 1124677. So for those of you that are maybe even shopping on behalf of a loved one, let's say you're helping out those kids, those grandkids, those nieces, those nephews, those anybody you know who maybe needs a little help right now with the diamond industry. It's a tricky one, right? And there's mostly, obviously, lab grown is what you find mostly more than anything these days. We're very proud to, although it's not often, I know we had some half-carat diamond deals over the weekend, which of course were our diamond studs and our pendants, which thank you everybody, they all completely sold out. That was a big moment. So here's just a larger stone. We were specializing in over the weekend, we were specializing in half-carat round brilliance. Now we're showing you a GIA certified stone. So this is obviously an option you have when you shop for good white diamonds. You can obviously opt to get a natural diamond that does not have a cert. Most of the options out there will not have a certificate. This one has the full GIA cert, which is the authority when it comes to diamonds because they have a stricter standard. Not all certs are created equally. I am a major proponent, and it's not just, you know, I'm not endorsed by GIA, nor do I particularly endorse them. It's an educational institution is what it is. It's called the Gemological Institute of America. They do give, they're the ones that educate different folks around the world to actually give graduate gemologist degrees. So it's really about taking courses for years at a time. If you want to become certified in diamonds, if you want to be a diamond grader, if you want to be an appraiser, a gemologist, that's where you go to be educated. Just the way that, you know, if you're going to study journalism, you might go to a school that specializes in that. If you're, studying medicine, you might go to a school that specializes in that. Well, GIA is really the specialist when it comes to diamonds, gems, and everything related to it. So I want to show you because that's an important plus to have if you really consider you want to have the best of the best in diamond opportunities. And here is the cert because that's going to tell us about this 1 carat in detail. And there it is, cushion modified brilliant, 5.6 millimeter. You see both 5.6. 5.68, 5.61, good enough for me to be called a square cushion cut or NT cushion. There's your 1 carat. It is an H color, SI1, and if that just sounds like letters to you, we'll explain the significance of that, or better yet, it's all here in a chart. Look at that, how handy that is. So you can see right here where that falls. This is the color grading scale, starts at the letter D as in dog, and then, or D as in diamond, really. And then you've got all the way through to Z. Obviously, you want to be up in this neighborhood. In my just humble opinion, you want to be in that near colorless range because there's very little difference. When you're in the high end of the near colorless, there's very little visual difference that your naked eye can tell apart between D, E, and F and G and H. And as you get down lower and lower, you're going to see more body color to your diamond. So then it becomes more yellowy or more brown. That is not the case here. Of course, also we're looking at a, this is not, I'm showing, what did we see here? Because I'm showing SI1, so I'm not sure, yeah. VS1 it's not, it's an SI1 which falls here. Now that's important as well because as you carry up this level, flawless and internally flawless are going to be tough to find, same with VVS, but I always recommend getting an eye clean SI stone, which this is. Take a look at it under magnification. No big black carbon spots, no fissures, nothing that's naked eyes can detect. And that's because we're even giving you an up close look at it. So what that means is there's really no visual difference between this and a flawless diamond. Because if you can't see anything, now that is going to be different for those people that are looking at it under a microscope or with a loupe. They might be able to detect inclusions that the human eye cannot. But I think if you are seriously concerned with really stretching that dollar in that budget, making sure you get the most for your money, I think you're looking for an eye clean SI stone. That's what I always recommend to everybody, except for those that say my funds are endless. If you have unlimited funds to spend, then go ahead and get an internally flawless diamond, right? Of any size you want, that's pure colorless. But if you're on a budget and you want to get the max for your money, I say eye clean SI. So all of that said, trying to give you a little abridged diamond education here in a couple of minutes, but this also has a 196 diamond weight around it. So it's not just about the incredible center stone that's certified, it's about all the elite level diamonds that you get around and around and around, and that is a serious 296 overall diamond weight that we love to see. So you get the cert, so you know everything there is to know about your diamond. It's actually going to be one of those that's also inscribed, so there's a GIA cert number that's actually inscribed on the inside of the diamond so that you can forever link up that literature with that diamond, right? So it's like, I would say, it's like for any pet owners out there, it's like microchipping your animal, right? Where again, if they get lost from you and you've registered that microchip, you can, the animal goes to a shelter, they're lost, they get to meet up with you, their owner, and that's a very happy thing. So same thing here in a sense where it's always going to match up that information. So if you're to lose that cert one day, you still have the ability to go to a jeweler and they'll be able to look that up for you. So, and GI has a record of all your information. Now let's take a look at it on. This one is going to be, well, it's normally $16,000 on this show, and let me tell you, we can beat wholesale. We did all weekend long on half-carat diamond round brilliance, didn't we? In studs and pendants. Now I'm going to do it on a much bigger stone with a great mounting around it, where you're getting almost 3 carats in total diamond weight in what is quite the ring when you look at that. Maybe that's your upgrade. Maybe this isn't a first time around, I'm going to get engaged. If it is, wow, she'll definitely say yes, I would think, to that ring, right? There would have to be a serious character flaw if she's saying no to that ring and to you. But I'll tell you this could be a diamond upgrade. This could be a right-hand ring. Nothing says white diamonds have to be worn on the left ring finger. That is absolutely not true. There are a lot of us that love diamonds for the sake of loving diamonds. So here's your chance to pick it up at a great value. If you want all the knowledge and the heritage of that stone, you want to get a great big gem in a really gorgeous mounting and not have to spend $17,000 tonight. We're taking it a whole lot lower than that, ladies and gentlemen. It's for one caller only. And hey, by the way, Wayne, I just recalled something. Do you think you could go back and check with somebody in inventory? They were supposed to get me my 2.5 carat yellow diamonds, and I didn't actually have them out here just in case Jeff calls. I knew he was looking for something in that 2.5 carat range. We were supposed to pull those, and I didn't have them in my collection today. So anyway, let's do this. Instead of even $69.99, your $10,000 difference, we're going to make it a lot more affordable than that, and we'll go ahead and send it out right now for $5,999 if you'd like it. So just for the record, that is the only big white diamond that I have that's certified, and it's $59.99, which is going to beat even every wholesale price you find out there. And you know what the big difference is? Because I help people search for diamonds all the time, just in, in private life. It's a very complicated industry, is the diamond industry. So you can imagine when you're in the business, and you've been doing it as long as I have, and everybody knows I'm in the business, it's one of those where naturally people are going to come to you when they're looking to buy diamonds and ask for advice or ask for help or ask for a straight up deal. And I got to tell you, as someone who's in the wholesale world every day, I do not have access to a 1 carat certified diamond that is SI quality like this one for the loose stone I'm talking about. Not set in 2 carats in diamonds, but just for that loose stone by itself, you spend more. I was, I gotta say, I help a lot of people shop for diamonds just loose, and then they design their own mountings. I gotta say, there's no way in the last many years to get a 1 carat diamond, certified or not, for $5,999. That's how the diamond world has been elevating. So big value here if you'd like it, $59.99. Take a look, and then we've got the $196 already set around it. So if you need a bigger style diamond ring, that's a good way to go. And then we're going to show you, by the way, do we know, Victor, who picked up that sapphire bracelet, just so I can say thank you to them? Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Well, enjoy. I might be showing her all her favorites tonight, right? Okay, so coming up, we're going to show you something else that's on the way. We've got a green zircon that's new, plus I have a cross ring. Did we find those? Oh, good. I figured they were just set aside somewhere, and I didn't get a handle on them yet. So, Jeff, if you're out there, I know we spoke yesterday afternoon, so is there just one now? Oh, goodness, just one in our inventory. All right, so good. So, Jeff, if you want to see the 2.5 carat diamond, let me know. And let's go ahead and show you the brand new green zircon that we have. 112-5680 coming up. Take a look at this. Well, this is a pretty stone, too. And look at that cutting on that oval. In the halo mounting, another classic for us. And it's a one-of-a-kind. 112-5680 is the 360. So 360, all the great color. And sometimes these stones can get a little bit too dark, where they're just getting into that bottle green, which then they start to look a little less green, right? And we want it to look green. Green zircon should be, in fact, green. So this is where you've got a very special spot on color. It's exactly what you're looking for, plus the 50 points in diamonds as well that go around it. And then you have all this band, lovely band. We keep it wide all the way around, and then you've got that basket work that's going to come down and lead to what is sitting like an undergallery for that piece. And then you got a major, major moment to get it right now because we're blowing it out. And one of those rarer colors of the zircon family that has many reds and blues, yellows, and even brown and bronze colors that are known as hyacinths. But this is the just named for its color, and yet really, really rare. It's right up there with the reds, actually. They're usually neck and neck. The greens and the reds are on par with each other as far as being highly valued from the stone. Of course, this is that same stone family that gives us double refraction. So you're always expecting to get a really bright, lovely stone when you get that color, and we have it here for you for a lot less than this $49.99 price. Well, that goes to show you how exotic those rare green zircons are. We're going to blow it out for you. That's what we're doing. One only. It's going to be that moment. This is it. Oh, good. Oh, hi, Tracy. I'm glad you guys are back safely, safe and sound. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you had a good time. Hope you said hi to Vegas for me. It's been a minute, and I'm in a lot of desperate need to get out there. So just ask my mother. She's like, you never come to visit me. It's true. I'm like, Mom, blame TVON. Don't blame me. Anyway, this is it, guys. We're going to do $49.99, but better. So just know it's a $5,000 ring. I always like you to know, because as a sales shopper myself, I really take a lot of pride in how much money I save when I shop. Because yes, admittedly, I'm a shopper. But I really shop, I think, wisely and smartly, so that it's all about how much can you save. Get the pieces you really want, get the luxury you really want, but get it at a savings, and that's where that $5,000 price tag is going to go to the wayside, and we're going to make it $1,999 instead. Actually, you know what? Let's switch it up again. It's Monday Night Markdowns, right? We're 30 minutes into the broadcast. Let's keep the values coming, and I'll do something a lot better. We're going to save you an extra, not $200. That kind of reminds me of that sale we did earlier in the week, right? Let's change it up. Let's not make it $17 or $16 or $15.99. I told you, giveaway mode has been activated tonight, and we are ready to keep them going. And instead, you get it for $1,499 only on this green zircon that is brand new right now. Isn't that lovely? And then we get to our cross ring. That's super, super affordable. We have that one as well. And then the big emerald. I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm going to flash it here for you because there is a Congolese stone. It is an emerald cut. And look at how you get the blues and greens with that stone there. Look how clean it is too. So similar in color, but you get a little bit of those extra blues in there as well, which is so nice. So instead of looking more green, it looks more like Paraiba tourmaline. So we love to see that. $14.99 on this one only. Let me know if you'd like that one in your collection, and then we'll keep moving. Fire opal is here. Burma ruby. Now, nothing's quite like that Burma ruby we started the show with, which, by the way, is still available if you want that 75 pointer or so. We still have that ruby available for you. But this is where I'd love for you to get the zircon. Try it out at $14.99. Remember, you have a money back guarantee, and we would love to hear your requests as well. So let me know if there's anything you're looking for, maybe something you want to check and see if we can bring out from the vault for you. Happy to do that. But 1120972 is this Gothic cross that so often is seen just in pendants, right? How often do we see cross pendants? A lot. And we love those. Don't get me wrong. If you are a cross lover, you probably collect pendants. You probably have more than one. This is where you get something special in a ring. And I have said it many, many times. We've had some very popular cross pieces we've created in rings over the past few years. This is the most affordable by far, but there is something about if you wear this for faith and significance, which I think most of us do who wear the cross, are looking for something that we too can gaze down upon and see and notice and look at and enjoy. I think that pendants are great and they tell everyone else a little bit about us, but I think to be able to see that for that show of strength or love or faith or what have you, or maybe it's all of those rolled into one, as it probably is, this is where you get to look down at your hand, see that designer style all the time and enjoy it, right? And get it for that reason, because that could be worn. I mean, Tony was telling me he would wear it too. Like, that is one of those where I think pinky ring all the way to index finger and including the thumb, I wear a ring like this, very similar, from a big time designer that I've had since well before TVON existed. And I wear it as a thumb ring. We have one available. It's in 30 points in diamonds. You see the bigger stones at the corners there of the cross and also the middle. And then you've got the pave down the sides. I love it as a thumb ring. I'm going to show it to you that way because even though it's a little more elongated and there's that up and down vertical style, that can either face out to the world or face you. You get to decide, but this is no longer $999 and it's got some really pretty diamonds. And just since I'm talking about it, there it is first as a thumb ring if you want to wear it that way. So that's one way to do it. I'll just slip it on over to the ring finger here, which is a very traditional way. I think it could work if you're okay with something a little more elongated as a pinky ring. I think it could work there as well. And you do have to take the yellow gold. That's the only way this designer style was done. But there's a lot of us who love yellow gold that could see adding this to your ring stack. Everything you already wear, you're not asking to take those pieces off and retire them. You're looking at a piece you can add to the middle, add to the index, add to the thumb ring, add to the pinky, wherever you want to wear it. But it's also not $9.99, so this is going to fly. We know that. Welcome to Monday. It's all about markdowns. Every Monday night, you realize this is a weekly thing we do where we mark everything we show you. If it's Monday on the calendar, we mark everything down. It's your ease into the week, special kind of like the weekend continued with all the values, but it's not $888 or $777 or $699. How can we do solid gold when bands like this are by themselves $4,000 without diamonds? It's true. If you haven't seen them for yourself, please head out to a retail store. If it's been since the 70s or 80s since you've been out in a retail store because you haven't needed to, it is kind of fun to check in that those are valid prices right now. Those are valid. When you've got a gold band right now for $4,000 and it's teeny tiny, and then you come here, turn on that TV, and you've got values like this that come your way for so much less when you get diamonds as well, and yet it's not going to be $699. I mean, really, we're speaking like in retail terms now. I've been hanging out in a retail store all day. Can you tell? $69.99, great value. Well, yeah, behind the counter of a retail store, but not this one here today. We'll make it $599, and that'll be a first caller situation. And also a great gifting idea, I think, too. Maybe somebody doesn't do necklaces. Like, I'm not a person who wears a ton of necklaces. I usually just wear one simple chain when I'm off the air. It's just a simple little, it's got some little clover motifs going on. That's what I wear almost every day. Honestly, guys, this is where if you're not somebody to wear a lot of necklaces, you want that motif, get it in that ring, yet it's got that cool kind of Celtic Gothic cross style. It's not just that straight up and down, so that when it does sit within the band, it still shows up and shows off. So that's $599, and by goodness, I would be very surprised if that sticks around. It should not be here, that's for sure. Not when we're talking about and looking at something that special. Give us a call right now. I'll give it 30 seconds, and our green zircon's still here, and our ruby that we started the show with is still here, and the big GIA certified diamond. I know it's first hour and all, but there have been some major values here. So please feel free to take advantage of anything you have liked so far, and we'll get them right out to you. There's some Paraiba that's new. We got the heck of a value on a Paraiba, so we better show that on the early side. And then let me know on our cross ring. And then, you know what? It's going to be that 1 and 1 alone. So let's see who's got it. Then I cannot believe what I'm about to show you, but there is a nearly 6-carat emerald. It's a Zambian stone. It's the only way to get those bigger stones around here. The Colombian stones rarely get over 4 carats, but I do have a nearly 6-carat Zambian stone that looks like that. And that has achieved that gorgeous haunting glow we like with emerald. So that one's here too. That's a new one. And then we have some, you know, we've been having like 3 mandarins a day. We got some mandarins here today as well. Very popular stone, but then there's also Paraiba, the greens. Now, how many of you missed out on one yesterday? Because there was a trio of Paraibas yesterday in the greens. Those bright green colors we love that we know have that really intense copper content. Let's show you one now that's going to be the miracle price tag you've been waiting for on Paraiba. We are such a leader when it comes to Paraiba pricing, as usual. This is a $378. Let's start with the headliner here. 112-5537 and a 1 only. Our cross ring is still here at $599. Well, here's what we're going to do next. This one I can rest assured and guarantee you. It will not last. It will not stay here. It cannot, will not, because we're going to take a look at, I know what's going to come across as you're probably going to imagine, this is going to be one of the most expensive rings of the day. It should be, because it's a $378, mint green, neon, lime juicy colors, super clarity, $378 is the size, and it is Paraiba. So that means it's got copper content. We know that. It's a $378, it's all 18 karat gold. We even upgraded the gold for this very rare stone. but it also happens to have a 378 with 36 points in diamonds. We kept, and I think they may have left something out of there because it's got to be more than that. But hey, it's okay. It's going to allow me to give you a better value. There are stacks of baguettes, the 3, the 2, and then the 1 on each side. That leads right into the round brilliants that are going to continue down the sides of the ring. Look at the other side, same thing. It's like a beautiful 3-row style of the baguettes that perfectly frame the sides, then lead their way down. That is one of those bright, beautiful, high clarity stones. The bigger the stone is, the more likely it is you're going to see into the stone to see if there's inclusions. And yeah, we expect them with this gem. We expect it with regular, normal tourmaline. Obviously, when you get the copper content stones, that becomes even more apparent typically. That's why this is such a clean example. And it's all 18 karat white gold. And we have one. Wouldn't it be lovely to have 25,000 of those? But I could be doing this. If you look back at everything I've sold in Paraiba, I don't think I've had 25,000 stones altogether for all these years. That is a very fair statement because that's how slim pickings it is when it comes to this gem. So come on in if you like it. I'm going to try it on first off the bat here. This is a real prestige mounting, designer style. Look at that color. See, it's not green like emerald. It's not green like sapphire. It's a real true neon bright lime green. That is what happens when you get the neon stones that have the copper content, is they don't just give you a basic green color. It's a whole step up in the neon, not to mention this ability to, as the light disappears, the color of the stone does not. That just got brighter. In a dimmer light, there's our full light, and then if I block the light from up above, look at how that stone just got more intense. And that's really the hallmark of this neon material, whether it's mahenge, whether it's blue wing. If that word neon is used to describe a stone, we know that that's what that means. It's not about describing necessarily a certain color. It's about the way it's able to glow even in lesser light. That's the key here. We've got one. I'm going to blow it out. Yesterday's Paraibas were still on the pricey side, and yet they all sold out. This is not going to be 88.88. Even yesterday had a big trio. If you missed it, if you were on the move for our big Sunday, keep in mind we had a trio of stones this color. They were a little bit bigger, but only by 2 carats, and they were more money. So here's the thing. If you were looking for a bigger savings, if you still want to get, maybe you're looking for a really wearable stone, because even though this is a great size, it's still in that wearable category, I believe, at 4 carats. We're going to make it really affordable right now. It's not even 79, 69, or 59. Yesterday I had the value where we brought 3 different Paraibas of this color down to $4,999. And they were gone. We're going to take this even lower and yet make a big difference in the price tag to let one customer or collector, and rest assured you are a collector the second you own this ring. You are a collector. There's no doubt about that. It's not $49, it's not $39.99. We're ready to help you own it. And it is as simple as can be, especially when this is not even $3,999. I'm blowing it out. It's $3,499 for one collar on a nearly 4 carat. If I'm to have, and I do have a couple in the inventory that are 4 carats in the blue greens, they become easily $45,000. So you're adding a lot more just by getting into certain colors, whereas these are a little lesser known. We can kind of fly under the radar with these values because it seems like everybody associates the word Paraiba with the blue greens. So when we can bring you these collectible greens, which a lot of collectors tend to want even more, they put at the top of the wish list because of their excess copper content, that tends to make it more even more valuable. So keep that in mind, and we are going to bring it down to $34.99 for one collar. Let me know if you'd like it. And then we're going to show you some other things here that we've got some different ideas. We've got some beautiful, beautiful pieces to show you that are new. We've got classic mountings that are returning but with new stones. We've got a big kunzite. I'm going to need requests because we've already gone through about half of our jewelry tonight. So there's built-in time for you to call us and say, hey Lolo, here's what I'm looking for on a Monday night. Scrap the Paraiba. I want to see something that looks like this. And that's open to anything you can even imagine. So let us know what those might be. Now, if you do want a 6 carat green, I do have this one. So there's my 6 carat 04. That's a pear shape with 1.5 carats in diamonds. If you're waiting for more diamond weight or a bigger stone, this is the way we can make that happen tonight. Also have some very affordable Tanzanite drop earrings. We've got an orangey yellow sapphire. We've got the big emerald I flashed for you, but let's get to this. This is one of our absolute favorites all time, and we're going to bring you something very special here. It is a fire opal that I thought, when I first looked at this, I was a little surprised because I thought this has got to be the best Burma ruby we've seen. Now, we started the show with a great-looking Burma ruby, and then there's this, the round fire opal that absolutely looks so incredible. Let me see if I can give it a little extra polish here. because it needs it. And we're going to do something wild here for you. Lots of diamond weight. I'm going to show it to you here, but then I want to try it on because that is a pure red. It's 112-5255. Great designer mounting around it that's going to take that round and then loop around these almost like pear shapes that are done in round brilliant diamonds all the way around it to create a halo and then create this diamond-like shape. That is a 50-point fire opal. It has 55 points in white diamonds. It has the split shank. We did not be shy. We weren't shy about the value of the diamond weight here. We went all out. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Fiery reds, aptly named, but you know that most fire opals don't have that color. They have a yellow, dingy color. They're something you would not probably look twice at. When you're used to seeing these bright fiery reds, it instantly turns you into that gemstone snob we encourage you to be, where you're probably going to want to see that color over everything else. Let's have some fun with it. There's a $2,888 price tag on that fiery round opal. If you don't have a fire opal, maybe you have a fire opal, but it's as described, that yellow material, that dingy, hazy material we've seen elsewhere for years and years. When you see this Mexican material, because that's, again, just like we love our black opals out of Australia, we love our fire opals out of Mexico. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to put it up for auction starting at nothing. $0. We're just going to see who's out there. $0 to start. $100 increments. There is no reserve on this ring. None at all. And you're going to choose. Right now, it's in yellow gold. If you want to choose white gold, or maybe you love rose gold, you're going to choose whatever gold color and pay nothing for that gold color change. You're going to pay nothing to get it sized to whatever you need, and you're going to pay nothing to have it shipped to your door. But in an effort to say, hey, it's Monday, let's see who's with us. Let's give you an opportunity. If we have a bidder, now that's a big if right now. $0 to start. No reserve. So if we are to get maybe perhaps just one bidder at $100 and you're just going to roll the dice, and if you're the only bidder tonight, you're going to steal it. Now, if you give us a $2,000 bid, you're also going to steal it. If you give us a $2,500 bid, you're going to steal it. And instead, we're sitting with a big old goose egg up there, $100. Jason says, I'll give you $100 right now. And that's not his bid. That's on behalf of his caller. So we've got $100 so far. And welcome in to a Monday night where one thing is for sure, I move jewelry no matter what. It may not go for the price that we need. It may not go for cost, but it's going to go. We have how much? 3. Thank you so much. $200 was surpassed. We have 3. So $300, that's called a mini power bid. We're looking for 4. Come on in, everybody. We're welcoming you in open arms. 55 points in diamonds in gold. And the top elite fire opal at $400 now. $400 and just 2 bidders so far. That's it. Not a lot of bidders for what is supposed to be a nationwide show. $500 has been bid. A new bidder just came in, but it's still, there goes one of our old bidders. So now it's still back to 2 bidders and we're at 5. Is this a good time to say that band is $4,000 with nothing else in it? If there was just a plain band of gold that was 2 millimeters all the way around, that's $4,000 everywhere else. Gold is gold. You can't fight it. We just make sure that no matter how much your desire for fine jewelry lives on, we want to find a way to, no matter how good we make it, no matter how strong the stones, no matter how high quality it is, we still have to find a way to give you the value that allows you to come on in and say, you know, I'm going to try that. You know, I might just try that TVON because I've shopped elsewhere for jewelry and it's all just faux and synthetic and man-made at this point. And I don't want to shop that. I want to go back to quality. I want to invest in things that I'm going to be happy with and proud to give or proud to pass down and proud to wear every day. Those are the kind of pieces we believe that quality endures. And we still believe that while everybody's having to change the game, quite literally, we're going to bring you, establish that quality and continue to bring it to you no matter what. No matter what the cost on everything to make is, because costs do go up. They have. And a lot of people say, they've tossed up their hands and said, I can't shop for jewelry anymore. Costs have gone too high. But then they don't know. Look at what we're doing. I don't think we can say that around here when we're starting a $0 to start auction when we have a $500 bid only. And that's it. 1 bidder left. So that means it's final call. Who do we have at $500, by the way, Victor? Terry from where? Terry in California, no other challengers, not a single one. Look at this phone bank. And there were only 3 bidders in total. So that begs the question, is this a Monday where some people are doing other things? Is this a Monday where perhaps some of our typical TVON family might be watching something else? because otherwise I don't know if there's any explanation for what's happening right now with this piece at $500. But if anybody else sees that value and wants to be the actual person who gets the value, you call in right now, because 600 and 700 and 800 and 900 would still be a value. Let's take a look at it. 2 minutes on the clock and it will go. So Terry in California, is Terry nearby? Yes. Where? No way. Terry, but not Tracy. Do you know we have a Tracy that lives in the same place? Do they know each other at all? Okay, just making sure. I don't know, I don't hear that city all the time. Okay, just making sure. All right, so it's not Tracy going by a pseudonym. Okay, all right. You know how those people, you know those celebs who have to go like check into a hotel under a different name so the pops can't trail them? You know what I mean? I've never had that need to do that, but I have a pseudonym if I ever did need to. Yes, I do, Tony. Yes, I do. Just in case, these are the kinds of things that, you know, when you have nothing else to do in life, these are the kinds of things that your mind thinks about. You know, just sometimes you think about these things, right? Anybody want to guess what it is? Okay, I'll take guesses. I'll take guesses, and yeah, I'll send you something if you guess right. First and last name. It's a real name, real person's name. All right, but anyway, we're at $500. We're looking for $600. Do you have 600, Jason? We do. So we'll let Terry know that we got 600. And do you know who that is yet, Jason, at 600 with 45 seconds left? Not a lot of time remaining. Pamela. Hi, Pam. Okay, so Pamela's at 600. I know we can't. Oh, there we can. Good. Oh, sometimes we can't change that bid with the clock still running. All right, so one bidder left again. $600. We're looking for 700 now. And it looks like, Pamela, it might be yours. We have 35 seconds remaining. I'll try it on one more time. Hey, it gets everyone involved, right? Well, not everybody. I hope we have more of you out there than are bidding on this one, because that means there's only 4 people. But I'll tell you, it's been a fun night. It's been a fun weekend, I got to say. The diamond deals I had were really second to none. And what a time to be with us, right? You never know what you're going to see. So I always encourage you to check in with us and tune in when you can, because you just never know what the evening's going to hold. You never know. It could be an auction on a fire opal for $600 like this one is, with a lot of diamonds. Do we have 700? We're going to find out here. Looks like we might be verifying 7. Let's see if we've got it. You got it? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. Let's move it. We got the big emerald here. I do want to show you, just in case you want a closer view of that pear shape. There's the pear shape that we have in that tourmaline. That's also a Paraiba. That's a 6-carat stone. It's actually a 604. It's 1125300. So if you were admiring that bigger stone that I flashed, there it is right there, looking so good. So thank you guys so much for participating in that auction. Even if you didn't win it, thanks for playing. And we have the cross piece still here. Again, Jeff, if you're out there, we did bring out the 2.5-carat diamond you asked about yesterday. So we have that one, because he wants the biggest diamond we got in a cushion cut, and I do have that one for you. And then we also have some Tanzanite drops. This is my 604 with 1.5 carats in diamonds and the signature mounting. Just putting it out there. It's a little bit more money than some of our pieces, but that's because it's a priceless stone. So if I put a price on it, that means it's a good price. Do you see how that works? If it's a priceless category of gem material, you shouldn't be putting a price on it. There's no like set price to a 604 neon green Paraiba. There aren't. That's a huge size to get. So we very rarely see that in the natural form. It's one thing if you go buy a simulated stone or a look-alike. That's not what we're looking at here. We're looking at the real deal, copper-bearing tourmaline in that bright neon green color. So you can call me on it if you like it. If you've been waiting on a bigger stone, it's got all the bells and whistles. It's finished on the inside. It's got this gorgeous pave. Look how wide the sides of the band are. Then you get that really good halo in diamonds, and we'll show you a little look at it on the hand tear so you know the size. Can get acquainted with it, decide if that works for you or not. But if you like it, we're going to blow it out right now, and it's $17,999. So first caller can take it. But you know, in light of the fact I did have a discount on some similar stones yesterday, obviously this has a bit more gold, large stone there, beautiful clarity of this stone, really nice deep color to it. I'm going to make this even better, just because if you were with me yesterday, and a lot of you may have been, we want to help this along, right? Did a huge blowout. We want to try to live up to some great discounts today. today. We're going to bring this down less than $10,000. And if you're waiting on the big greens, here it is. Obviously there, same thing applies. We showed you the smaller oval earlier. Same thing applies when you're talking about extra copper content. You're talking about more copper content than not. You get more copper content with these than the blue greens, by the way. So that is considered a rarity and an added bonus and benefit to these stones. But also it's that really big, I would say, looks like much bigger than 6 carats. So, you know, for what that's worth, it would be like investing into a 10 carat without having to spend the money that obviously a 10 carat would cost you, because a 10 carat would be oh so pricey, in the millions of dollars. We're going to make this really simple and easy. First caller can have it for $5,999 instead. So a really special way to get a very rare and exotic gem, that is for sure. Then we've got ruby on the way. I do have my big aqua value, which I'm very excited about. Aquamarine in a pear shape. It's elongated. Then we've got some really cool, just kind of more whimsical jewelry like this one. This is just a really neat ring that we're going to show you. It's got some turquoise and diamonds. Let's take a look at it on the hand. We had, do you guys remember the very, very start of the show? We had that beautiful celestial style necklace that was gone before I could price it. This is the ring to match it. And yet it is done with turquoise in the rounds. We've also had in recent days hoop earrings with round turquoise. This would also work beautifully with. It's round turquoise in the crescent moon. Those are diamonds completely in the star. So this is that star and moon design. But again, usually in a necklace, now we're seeing it in a ring. So translated to something that you get to look down and admire. Let's put it up close and bring it out to you. It's going to be 1124499. This is how it looks. I'm going to actually flip it around because for whatever reason that actually is a better angle to show it to you. And then it's 50 points total weight in your Sleeping Beauty, still that top quality turquoise we love. And then you see the diamonds that are done in the 6-stone style, because there's one diamond at each tip of the star there and then one centered up in the middle. So that'll be 11 points in your diamonds. And yet yellow gold only on this collector's piece, and beautiful for something a little bit more whimsical than our basics, right? We do the bridge styles, we do the classic halos. This is a little bit more unusual. The sweep of the gold comes up on one side, down lower on the other too. So that makes it special as well. You don't have that plain basic band that just goes straight through and around. Top of the hour is 4 minutes away, by the way. Stay with me. We got a big earring special at the top of the hour you're gonna love, but this is our fabulous piece here. And I know we've never seen it before, right? I'm just kidding. We've seen it a couple of times, but we've got our last one here. So it's the last time we get to see it. It's our final look at it. If you've always thought about it, I know sometimes they used to tell us in the business, they used to say that people have to see things on average of 7 times before they purchase it. It's kind of, I always laughed at that because that may be true elsewhere, other places, but we never get a chance to really see things that often. This is one where maybe you have had a chance to see it. A lot of our pieces are one of a kind. They're gone the moment you see them, and we never see them back again. This is where something that we have had a couple of times to share with you, and it's exciting to see it back, but at a new price, at a lower price, at a discounted price. So that makes it exciting. Take a look at it. We'll do better than even $16.99 or $9.99. We're going to try to make this more affordable. It stays as is, but I'm going to size it for you. So again, pinky all the way to the thumb. You tell me what size works for you. Quarter, half, 3/4, and full sizes, and we'll make it happen. But it's not even $888 or $777. So now we're talking about some magic here. It feels like the stars are aligning because we can bring you quality and value. And that's really my mantra, always has been. There's a lot of really nice jewelry out there that's a lot of money. And there's a lot of really cheap jewelry that's a lower price. I really want to bring you the intersection of fine quality and low prices together. And let's face it, doesn't happen in the world of jewelry very often, right? That's not, it's just antithetical to what happens in jewelry when you've got gold being priced where it is and diamonds where they are, and then fine gems, which a lot of times, most of the time, gems are going to be more expensive than even your diamonds because they're exotic too. And we've got your turquoise here, and we'll bring it down below $699. Forget about it. We got the big top of the hour, 3 minutes away, actually less than that. And you're going to see some gorgeous wearable earrings, but we got to make this affordable too, and we'll make it $599. This is the same price, by the way, of that last cross ring that we also still have here. So a lot of great pieces from the first hour are still here for you. And don't forget about that big diamond ring, the big 1 carat diamond that's certified by GIA. That should go. Definitely should go. So should our big Paraiba. That should be going out. Plus we have the ruby, plus the big emerald, plus I'm going to need requests because we've shown you almost everything that we have planned for the show. So we're going to need a couple hours worth of requests from you guys at home. So I'm making sure you know this is your day to shop what you love. And whatever you can think of, tell us so we can bring it on out for you. That's really the priority here. Got to make sure everyone can get their favorites. There's a beautiful Mandarin garnet pendant here as well. I'll just flash this, give you a great price. We'll see who's paying attention on this one. Big time stone, Asher cut, Mandarin garnet, bright as can be. Item number is 1122286. Take a look at this one. Wow, that is a gorgeous stone. And I know Mandarin garnets, you know that they have a reputation now. There's the stone that can rival Paraiba in pricing. We're going to bring this value to you real quick. 1122286 is going to be your item number here. It's a 211 Asher cut with 13 points and diamonds around it. And that is one super fine Mandarin garnet. There are different levels of Mandarin. We tend to bring you only the best. But the difference here is getting over 2 carats, which almost always produces a price tag of 4,500 or more. It's kind of the way that it works. You hit that 2 carat threshold, this being a 211, it goes 4,500 and up from there. We're going to make it a lot better than that for you right now. First caller. And I hope you can dial in early tonight. Make sure you get in on these one-of-a-kinds as we have them. Pieces do not stick around here. It is really important to remember that, especially after hour number 1 completes on a Monday night. This is going to be that day that you're going to see a lot of pieces go. And we're so thrilled to bring this one to you. You know what? Make it even better than $4,500. It does have a diamond weight of 13 points. Just the halo there. Then that bail, which is solid. Let's show you on the hand here so you get an idea of the size. From a distance, it's a wearable size. This isn't going to be that big oversized. I'm never going to wear that piece. I have those necklaces and I'm ashamed at how much I've invested in even costume jewelry necklaces that are big designers that have, you know, that charge a fortune for big oversized pieces that are not going to be your everyday wear. Why not have that really high-end fine jewelry that's going to not cost you as much as even costume jewelry in the designer world, and it's going to be that piece you live in. And look at what that Asher cut does to bring the light. It's not 45. It's not 35. It's not even $2,500. We have one, and I know how many of you have been asking for Mandarin garnet, Asher cuts especially. Such a beautiful look. You know what, Tony, you're right. Let's put it on the neckline here for you as well, and we'll show you right here what it looks like on the neckline as well. See what that looks like. So if you want to wear it higher or lower, that's up to you because you get to decide what length chain you're putting it on. But we're going to go back up close because this is one for the ages, and it's going to be only $15. You know what? We'll make it $14.99 instead. First caller on that one. That'll be it. Let me give it a little polish here, and then you're going to see all that gorgeous color just like we like our Mandarin garnets to be, with those bronzy tones, those bright oranges and yellows. You get it all. It's like the sunset colors, but it's more than just a couple fleeting moments. It's always there for you. True, beautiful color and that great cutting as well. So let me know, guys, if you have requests. We need those tonight. We're going to need them. We've got a lot of great jewelry in our inventory, but I only have a little bit of it out here. So would love to help you out with exactly what you're looking for. Our top of the hour is now, and that's going to be some stunning earrings that we've had before. Got a great story for these earrings for you if you've never shopped them before. I know some of you are going to be at home and go, oh my gosh, I'm wearing those right now. That's how popular they've been. But in case you don't have these earrings yet, welcome to the show. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Monday. We're live from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. TVON is an abbreviation for the best darn jewelry in the world at teeny tiny prices. Now, we've got some pieces you've seen before, but they're all being discounted. We've got some brand new. You're going to get to set your own price on those. This is what we call Monday night markdowns. So if you're just tuning in, get ready. You know us for value. We're going to bring them even a little bit better tonight because that's what we do on a Monday night to kick off your week, right? And let's take a look at how we're going to start the hour with some stunning Morganite earrings. These are, look at them. Oh gosh, these are so fabulous, and they are just pure. This is going to be that Morganite we love, and I know we've had a couple emerald cuts and rings. They've been extremely popular. We're now going to bring you the match in an earring that some of you may own. I'm going to polish these up a little bit, and that's a clean stone right there. And then you get this elongated emerald cutting. It's 1119624. I'm going to tell you, sometimes we take a number and we have to update the item number. Go ahead. Oh, who got it? Congratulations on the Mandarin. So thrilled for you. You will love it. Mandarin garnet pendant is gone. Now we're going to talk about 280 in stunning, stunning emerald cut private collection. These are pink Morganites. They are 10 points in diamonds. First, elongated pave. I'm kind of blocking one of the lever backs, so wait till you see them on, because I really want to get as close as we can to the stones. I want you to see the design elements, the stones themselves, the beautiful elongated shape, the great diamond work that you have. They are rose gold, but here's the deal. They're going to be a great value and a discount. They stay in rose gold, which is going to perfectly match the color there of those stones. We are so excited to have these for you. This is the whole story behind them. They debuted about 5 years ago. I'll never forget it. It was a Sunday morning. I've been with you guys on the weekends for 8 years, and this is really, really exciting. We were doing a Sunday morning show, and there was something was going on with the inventory. It's a very busy time of year. I believe it was around February, and it was Tucson time, and it was really hectic around here. And there was an interesting price put on. Of course, there was a great value going on. There was a big Tucson sale. We had a price tag that were on these earrings many, many years ago. This goes back 5 years ago. Gold was less, diamonds were less. Everything was less, right? Well, the whole deal was this. I put them up on the air. We proceeded to sell these earrings for about 1 hour and 15 minutes straight. Couldn't keep the phone lines from ringing. There was, it turns out, what was a great value, and I was really proud to bring it, and of course I was excited because I love a great value. And it turns out that afternoon, I'm sitting at home, right, kind of winding down from a very long day, and I get a call. I said, why'd you price those that way? Because that's what it said. We left off a digit from the front of the earring 5 years ago. Never forget it. We left off a 1 in front of the price tag that was an error in the system. So I'm up here shouting from the rooftops about a great value, talking about I've never seen anything like it. You responded, and the rest is history. Well, in case you didn't see those, that was 5 years ago. Fast forward to today, where that error in price could have been amended or adjusted or corrected, and instead, I'm saying no. We're going to give you that same value for about 60 seconds here, and it's whoever can get them. Now, here's the other problem, is there's a limited quantity to go around, so I don't think they're going to last. We got the quantity issue, we got the pricing issue. But in case you're with me and you were with us 5 years ago purchasing that in the frenzy that was, I realize a lot of you are new in the last 5 years. So that would mean you didn't get that value. You didn't see them. That's why we're doing it again tonight. As a top of the hour, to lead off hour number 2 on a Monday night, to give you this value where you don't have to pay what should have been, by the way, well, I should tell you what they should be today because we calculated it. They should be $22.99 today. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm making it a lot better. And so for the record, here's the length. They're a little bit longer than what we typically do, but I don't mean like a nighttime only dressy. I just love the shape of these. And when they look, I mean, it's one thing to set them up close. I want you to see the quality of the stones. And come on in on the early side because I don't think these are going to last. We have so few to go around. We remade them, but not a lot of emerald cuts to go around. So take a look at the length you're getting. 1.5 inches in the top to bottom. It really is 1.5 inches. That's, you can see right there. So I'm not sure about that 1.25 inches. They've grown maybe. I don't know, but they are 1.5 inches quite clearly. So 1.5 inches in the drop. You'll see them on. That's not overly lengthy. They start with the lever back, leads to the O-ring that gives it the movement. Then you've got the pave up top and the pave at the bottom. Notice the triangular shape at the top is a little more elongated, draping into. Now, a Morganite is a great stone because this is with the combination of the rose gold. It looks good with everything. Even if you're not necessarily, let's say, a pink girl or this is more of a blushy, pinky, almost like a diamond pink, nude, kind of peachy pink color. If you are not somebody who wears the color pink, that's okay too. Because the deal here is this, they have that great almost like neutrality to them where they work with anything and everything because of that color. It's what we call in the industry a makeup color because it just is that great way to add a little of that kind of softer color that still, no matter what your skin tone is or hair color is, it's always gonna work. Even if you're wearing a totally different color in wardrobe than the pinks and the peachy tones, that's okay too. You've got a great wearable earring with that drop. We're gonna take another look at them close up, and that's a little bit of that spike design that we were loving over the weekend in diamonds. Now we bring it to you in some color. And I'm gonna blow them out right now where that new price is $22.99. The old price was supposed to be $1,499, but in an effort to flash back to a different era, we're gonna eliminate the 1 in front and we're going to give you the value. And that is a lot of earring structure. It's a lot of gold. There's a lot of workmanship that goes into a lever back. And yet we are truly eliminating the one in front of the price tag and the comma. And we're going to just make them $499. It's just a matter of, though, we've got a couple pairs left. And those are newly made. When I say left, because we've already got one pair gone, they're already popular because maybe you remember this. Maybe you've called in since and they weren't in stock. Maybe you are ready to get the Morganite for a gift or for yourself because you know that's going to be a classic you wear early and often. And we're talking about the second they arrive. There's no season to jewelry, right? Here we are entering into a new fall season shortly. And yet there is no seasonal trend towards jewelry. It's all about a color you're going to wear. And maybe diamonds are the thing you typically wear because they go with everything. You could actually reasonably replace any of your diamond classics with this one. And we are honoring a mistake price from 5 years ago that left us on the phone lines for 1 hour and 15. Now, why won't I be on them for 1 hour and 15 minutes today? Because I don't have an unlimited supply. We've only got a couple here, and we've got, okay, yell them out, operators. Victor, you got the first pair? So you got the first pair. I know they shopped them a while ago. Wayne's getting a pair, and Jason's getting a pair. And we've already got Tim taking a pair, too. So this is before that delay is even kicked in, where a lot of you are just now seeing the price tag and going, wait a minute. $499 for the pair. And there's no choice to make. No sizing is needed. That's not necessary because it's an earring. You've got rose gold as your choice because that's what the designers feel is the best combination with those stones. And yet, $499 for the pair. Oh, it's last call. We're taking them down in 60 seconds because I predict they will all be gone in 60 seconds anyways. So our very last chance, last call moment is now. And already 5 pairs spoken for. It leaves us with 2 pairs remaining. That is it because we only had a total of 14 matched stones that all look identical to what you see here on the air. So that's going to be it. And that's your time to get them. And $499 gives you the value of a lifetime when, trust me, you're going to wear them. You're going to live in those. That's the beauty of having a color that plays with everything. A neutral but different than your diamonds, different than your basics, different than what you see every other day. That's the beauty of it. $499, grab them if you love them. And then we've got some requests coming in. Sharon, we've got some hoops for you. And is it Lena? That's a pretty name. Is it Lena? I love that name. Very nice. We've got, oh my goodness. Well, this is why I love your requests. Because otherwise, I would never get to show you what is probably going to be the best value of the entire show coming up in an aquamarine emerald cut. Who got yours? Lynette. Is that Lynette in California? Thank you, Lynette. Nice to hear from you. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Morganites. Hey, Lena, we've got, wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. The sister stone to Morganite is aquamarine. There's a couple sisters in the family of beryl. Oh my gosh. And to think that's in yellow gold. Who says you can't put an aquamarine in yellow gold? I do, usually. But not when it comes to Sierra Santa Maria. I've been saying for years, please don't put aqua in yellow gold because if they have no color, they're going to start absorbing the yellow gold color. But when you have Sierra Santa Maria, wow, it don't matter. You can get white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. It does not. Now, I'm going to just put it out there. I would still encourage you to think about white gold, especially when you have a mounting. With this much diamond weight and this bridge style, the better option is still going to be white gold. But you can see here, it's a testament to the stone. It is a real, true showcase of how good that stone is. And good in aquamarine is judged on one thing. They don't have clarity issues, guys. This is not a stone we have to worry about. You're not going to hear me sit here and go, look how clean it is. Yeah, it is, but it's not a rarity to find clarity in a beautiful aqua. What's the is the color, the saturation of the color. This is item number 1122235. And yes, there's a beauty about the bridge. And if this is wowing you right now, do not hesitate to call us on the phone lines and be ready to go. Here are all the angles. That is a 405. Emerald cut. Sierra Santa Maria. The mounting itself has a carat 56 in VS sparkling diamonds. Every which way, that's 4 total rows down the sides, and underneath are the 2 rows. The halo around it, this is my favorite angle. Look at that side view of that aqua. You're peering through the aqua. You're seeing a double row in diamonds. It looks like it's embedded in the stone. For the record, there's no such way to do that at this point in time with technology the way it is. You can't put diamonds inside of a stone. But the best thing to do beyond that is to make the bridge mounting, which this has achieved, and now you've got the look like there are diamonds traveling in a highway right through your stone. And this is magical. And I know there have been folks that have said, well, that must be some kind of special light they got there. Because I know aquamarine is not that color. Aqua is not that saturation. That is the difference right there between regular aquas that you see everywhere else, all the other mines in the world, and Sierra Santa Maria. It's a different deal entirely when you get the Sierra Santa Marias. They are the best that have ever been mined anywhere. There was only one source, and notice I say was past tense because that mine is no longer. It's all gone. We can't go back to Brazil and go get more Sierra Santa Maria. The mine is depleted. It's been depleted for some time. So that is why there is such a rarity to this day on aquamarines from this mine, because no one else has that color. Take a look at it. And we're going to blow it out for you right now. I promise you that, because it's otherwise going to sit here if I don't give it a heck of a price tag. Because all I'm looking at is a $79.99 deal. And I know darn well that on this Monday, September 9th, we ain't getting $8,000 for that ring. So here's what I'll do. We'll make it really easy and affordable. And better yet, I'm going to make it really interesting here. Remember I did something earlier today just as a test to see how many people, kind of to give me a feel for how many people might be with us. And we did a little special something. I had 3 total callers. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to try it again. Maybe things have changed in hour number 2. But I am not going to get this just a $2,000 discount and leave it at $59.99, because I'm curious if that's still going to get the job done. And I know it's one of the bigger mountings we create in gold weight and in diamond weight. I really, really encourage you to think about it in white gold. I would recommend it. Our designers probably don't want me doing that because that just makes more work and more cost to them. But I don't care. I want you to get what I think is going to look best. And I really think I'm always going to give you my, honest, just truly, truly objective opinion. I think this stone is still going to look the best in white gold. So please think about getting the white gold. Do it. Get it in white gold. You'll be thrilled with it. If you are only about yellow gold, this is an aqua that you can actually get in yellow gold, and it's still going to give you that gorgeous color. However, I'm going to think about this right now. Let's put on the auction block. Let's do something vastly different than $59.99. Let's put it on the auction block and see who's out there, because this is one for the ages, and again, wasn't even scheduled for this show. So you're talking about brand new, hot, hot, hot. Let's take a look at it on the hand so you can get an idea of the size, and this will show you the bold nature of that piece and all that gorgeous gleam and glow that it's giving you up close. Well, guess what? It's happening tenfold, and we don't have special lights. No special filters. This is the beauty of Sierra Santa Maria. And so for those of you that say that can't be aqua doesn't look that good, it is true from every other source that you typically find at a jewelry store, high-end or not, because nobody has access to these Sierra Santa Maria. Who else is providing you stones from 20 years ago, 30 years ago? Pieces that you walk into a jewelry store and find were probably mined a couple of years ago and then faceted and polished and put into a designer ring. Now we're going back a ways to give you quality that is a source nobody else has access to besides estate jewelry pieces out there. And this is not going to be $5,000 to open. There's your $1,000 off. Keep in mind I already started with $2,000 of savings, and now there's an extra $1,000 off. And this is the bridge mounting. And if you are an aqua lover here, I was going to show you a 2-carat pear shape. I say we don't even need to show that anymore because this one is so divine. Let's make it happen. 5,000, 4,000. Well, now we're just getting silly here, but let's do it. How about $3,500 to get this one started? I really want to send it out. It's a request, but again, requests don't mean anything. It's about, again, we always love that you make requests, but we don't know. If you say aqua, we don't know exactly what you're looking for. I can bring out the pear shape later, but it's a 2.5 carat with a 1/2 carat in diamonds. So if you want to go more high level, this is the way to go. It's not going to be $3,500 because I'm still awaiting an open right now. And by goodness, we got to get it. So instead of $35,000, how about $3,000 to start with a $10 increment only? It is up to you guys, but I know you know this too. This mounting goes for more. We made this mounting, and I've got all the notes here. This mounting was made literally last week. It was last Thursday. This mounting was produced in our factory right here on site without the aquamarine set in it. It was already over $5,800 to make the mounting. So that's why $59.99 is so conservative. That's why that's a value. Instead, I'm bringing it much lower for you at $3,000, and we don't have a $3,000 open yet. I'm going to give it 60. You know what? Let's wait. Before we give it a clock, let's try something different. Let's try something totally different. I'm ready to make it happen for you. And what a Monday night. I told you it's Monday night markdowns. It's why we categorize this show as the must-see show of the week. And I'll tell you right now, not $29, not $28, not $27, not $2,600. We're going to get a lot of busy lines here because you know a 4 carat plus. If you can find, there's a great place online if you do a search for Sierra Santa Maria aquamarines. There's a great search on an auction house. Some of the public prices that auctions have seen for Sierra Santa Maria pieces, $60,000 and $70,000 a carat for this same identical material. But not an emerald cut, that was a pear shade. We're doing better than $2,600 to start. Let's get it going. So glad to have you with us. It's because of you. It's because you're here. It's because of amazing values that we never find. Like, our values are just incredible. But this is getting a lot more interesting when I'm going to go $2,500 to start with a $10 increment only. It means any gold you want, except I'm going to strongly recommend the white gold. It's the best way to go. And we've got and rose gold's fine too if you want to go that route, but I would highly, highly encourage white gold on this one. And we may have the open already at $2,500. What a piece, what a piece, what a piece. With a carat 56 in the VS diamonds, and we've got the open. Who is it? We only had a couple people on our previous auction that we had last hour. And this is so far at one bidder. Now you know it's going to sell. It will be a certainty. We have the open already. Didn't even give it the 60-second clock to get it started, but I will give it a clock. And it's going to be the final clock. Do you know who that is yet, Jess, that's got the open there at 25? Okay. Well, let me tell you, Katrina, that's a very good question, and it's one that I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to play stupid and say I don't know, but I'm going to tell you why. Katrina just asked, Lola, you've been doing this a long time. I'd like a retail price. Katrina, I've been in the jewelry world for 22 straight years, and I can't give you a retail price. And here is why. The retailers of the world do not have Sierra Santa Maria. That is the difference. I have only seen Sierra Santa Marias in 2 places. One was in auction house, which I just mentioned is online if you want to search it. There is a public, not all auction prices are public knowledge. There is on a Sierra Santa Maria. However, the other place I've only seen them is actually estate sales, where there are estate pieces that are also Sierra Santa Maria. The reason jewelry stores, as I mentioned, don't have them now today is because, remember, there's no recent mining of this material. So aquamarines usually come from China. They come from really different spots around the globe, but they're not that color. There was one source in the world that happened to produce the best and brightest of the blue barrels. This aquamarine best material came out of the Sierra Santa Maria mine in Brazil. So that is the only place you've been able to get it from. And so that mine hasn't been operational for decades now. So there's a big reason why you don't find it. Now, obviously $60,000 and $70,000 a carat is what I've seen published in pricing. If you want to compare like stones to like stones, regular aquas vary. And if you are comparing to a lower quality material, they can be very affordable or they can be more money. It just kind of depends on how much saturation is there. But the reason there is no retail is because on a stone of this kind of stature, this rarity, it's a different league. It's like major leagues versus high school, junior varsity. There's a difference, right? There's a talent level difference. And you can't compare one to the other. You're not going to put those 7th graders out on a major league ball field and expect them to compete, right? It's not going to work out well. Entertaining it might be, but it's not going to be working out well. You're not going to have a level playing field. And that's where, again, the difference between regular aquas and Sierra Santa Maria. Hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes we can't give you retails. And I love when people on, doing what we do, throw out retails. They're usually pretty arbitrary, i.e. made up anyways, right? Because every retailer is going to be different. So I never ever like to give retailers retail values because every city is going to be different. Like I was saying the other day, it's very different if you live in a rural town with a mom and pop shop versus, if you're on Rodeo Drive at Tiffany's, right? It's a different retail price. Everyone's got different quality, everyone's got different markups, everyone's got different offerings, different gold weights, different diamond weights, and it all factors in. So we have $2,500 in one bidder, so I'm gonna give it a final 2 minutes and we'll see if we have anybody else. So far, just one bidder only. It will sell, we know that much, but a question of where's it going? So take a last look at it, we'll give it our last call here, and 2 minutes. Well, I kind of thought we'd get up to a lot of different price points. I thought we'd get a lot of bidders on this one. So far, have not, but that's okay too. But it's our final call. And again, I really wish it was in white gold now. I still would advocate for the white gold. I think it's your best bet. I think it's going to look best in white gold because trust me, you know what? I've got a pear shape here that is in white gold. So even though it's a different cut, I still want to just do this for the record. And by the way, this can come up later if you want something more affordable, but look at that in white gold. So this is why I really just imagine all that bridge. And I think that it becomes even more critical when you've got a larger gold mounting with a larger diamond weight as the bridge in the background does. I think that you are going to prefer the white gold. I just do. I think that because of this mounting, I've been around aquas long enough where I think it's going to be its best look like you just saw with the pear shape. We can do the pear shape to match it as well. And then don't forget, Sharon, we've got your hoop earrings as well to show you. But anybody else on this one? Final minute left. I'm shocked that we have no challengers yet on our big emerald cut aquamarine. That is surprising, especially when it's this kind of value and we still have a minute left, so don't get discouraged because that's why the clock is there. The clock is counting down to let you know you have a finite limited time because once the clock hits 0, we cannot welcome your bids in. We have to somehow talk about a level playing field. We have to, with participants all across the country and beyond, we have to find a way to kind of finalize the auction when we're not all in the same room, right? You know how usually in an auction house, there's an auctioneer and they got a gavel and everybody's in the same room holding up paddles and bidding and it's all contained, so it's very easy, right? I don't even have all my operators in the same room. So it's one of those where to finalize and make it official, we have to have a clock. And then once that clock ends, we have to shut down the auction and figure out who our top bidder is. So let's see if we have 2510 or more. Anybody on this one? That is an extravagant, stunning ring for a tiny price. That's what that is right there. So Wayne, are you thinking about this one? Or maybe Victor, are you thinking about this one? Do we have 2510? It's our last 2 seconds. Final call. 2510? Yes or no? Got it? Sold. Congratulations. Well done there. All right, so let's move on. Sharon had an earring request, and then we can get to the pear shape for you as well. Happy to do that. Let's take a look at this, though. These earrings are everything. They're some of my favorites because they are 1 inch by 7/8 oval. So this is our 1 inch style. We do a lot, but they're usually the rounds. This gives you that elegant oval style that has the inside out design, and it's 1110212. That's appropriate, right? You go find a VS Diamond earring in New York City and you're gonna call the little 212 number that's on the fine print of the advertisement and it'll say price upon request. And you gotta call the 212 number usually, and then you gotta inquire as to the price on those VS Diamond earrings, to which they're probably gonna be about $25,000 because diamonds right now are running about $25,000 a carat when they are VS quality. So here we do something a little different. We got the 105s, and welcome into everybody because I know it's Sharon's request, but if your name is not Sharon and you did not request these, it doesn't mean we're gonna prohibit you from buying these earrings. It's a diamond earring, so we've got a little bit of quantity for you, which is lovely. And it's gonna be a very affordable price tag when we do have, just to let you know, we have availability in white gold that's just fine. We can sell them all day long. But in rose gold and yellow gold, I only have 1 pair of each. So you want to be extra speedy if you don't want to wait, because you definitely want to call in on the yellow and the rose early. Now these are oval in shape. They have the button release, which is very important. At this point, it's almost required. I don't show you hoops anymore unless they have this button release. Let's take a look at it on the hand here because this is an oval shape. So usually we see the rounds in the hoop. This is the oval, which means it's slightly more elongated than it is wide. This will be the illustration of that. It's 1 inch from top to bottom. If you go across the widest point like I'm doing here, it's going to be 3/4 of an inch. So that's at the widest point. So that's what creates that oval shape. They still look like rounds when you see them straight on. They have a carat 05 in diamonds. It's the button release. This is what you're going to do is press it down and it releases the inside lock. That's the only thing you have to do to release them, to take them off. To put them on, put that post through your piercing and click closed. Done. That's it. Click, closed, out the door. You're rocking out the house with your beautiful 105 Rockstar diamond earrings on. I'll try one on for you. They are inside out styling. They are deluxe, but I gotta say, for those of you looking at earrings elsewhere going, how do they do those so affordably when the other retailers of the world are doing them for $25,000, $30,000? And it's true. It's not just about the diamond weight. That's not all there is to it, guys. It's about the quality level. It's about the workmanship that an earring requires. Earrings, especially with the mechanism you have there, the locking mechanism, the inside post that locks in, everything is internal, right? It's nothing you know how a bracelet would have like a safety catch to be sure that it's locked. This is all internal so that you can have one continuous, comfortable, wearable hoop. So it's really easy to wear. Look at how beautiful they are. So as they move and as you move, you see those diamonds that run on the outside of the front and inside of the back of your hoop earring. They are absolutely beautiful. And they are not going to be, yay, they're not going to be $19.99. We'll take another look at them close up. I just wanted you to see them on. There's piercing coverage thanks to the post being lower than the diamonds go. So you get a full, beautiful look. This is the way every high-end earring is made. We do not mess around. We want every single feature as if you are paying $25,000 or $30,000 or $40,000 for your earring. All those same features that you would find in an earring of that level is going to be in this hoop earring, but for less. And they're not $19.99. And they're not $1,500. And diamonds are going up. Gold has been going up. And yet, is our price going up when I think it's fair? Don't you think if you ran a business, and a lot of you probably do, or work for a business, or have worked for a business, or run a business, or where if something, a widget costs you $100 to make, you probably have to charge over $100, right, to keep the business going. And if your cost on said widget goes up to $150, you probably have to charge your consumer more. That is exactly what, please understand, we are not doing. And yet, gold is kind of the immovable object. You can't change what the gold price is. And if you think we have some way to get around gold pricing because we're TVON, we don't. Gold is gold. It's an international commodity that's got a daily rate. And then diamonds are the same. Diamonds go up, gold goes up. How do we continue to keep our price down? That is the joy of shopping here, is that for those of you that say all the time, I can't buy fine jewelry anymore. Oh, yes, you can. You just need to know where to go. Because I can tell you in 8 years here, that hoop hasn't gone up 1 penny. And the gold certainly has, and the diamonds certainly have. So let's bring that value that makes the finest. So you're not going out buying a new hoop every 6 months. You've got one fabulous piece that you wear now, and you wear forever, and you enjoy forever, and they're passed down through the generations, and you're not spending $15 or $14 or $13 or even $12.99. They're even better, and you call and you get your white, yellow, or rose, but remember the white and the rose are super limited, or rather the yellow and the rose are super limited. The white we're good to go on. And all we need to do right now is take it down to, you know what, skip 11, skip $10.99. Let's make them $999 for the hoops you see there. An incredible value on an oval-shaped hoop that is truly one of our best, because it's that elegant oval where if there's more drop to the earring, you're seeing more of that inside-out style. And they've got the button release, which is now at this point, because the other option is the pull-aparts, right? You just pull them. You rip them apart, essentially. Well, that can warp your post over time. And then suddenly you can't wear your earrings anymore, right? Do you know what I mean? Have you been there before with an earring? Where you lose your backing, number one. Well, these aren't post and butterfly backs, so that's the first thing. But on these all beautiful wraparound hoops, a lot of times you're just pulling it. And then eventually, it could be one wearing, it could be 1,000 wearings, but eventually if your post moves a little bit, bends a little bit, gets a little off kilter, suddenly it's not locking the way it once did. And then it's pretty much a useless pair of hoops. So before you go out and shop a designer style that doesn't have that button release, get it here where there's that higher end mechanism that makes sure that it's going to be wearable and it's going to be a secure, great closure that is quality through and through forever. And that is really, really key there. So let me know if you'd like to get them. $9.99, fabulous request, Sharon. Thank you for those requests. Now we have Also, we've got a great aqua in the pear shape. I can blow that out for you just in case anybody wants to spend a little bit less, or maybe the bridge isn't your thing, or maybe you like the pear shape. We're going to show that to you next just to get our aquamarines out the door. Then we've got a Congolese tourmaline that is so fresh and new. And then we've got the big emerald Tanzanite drops. You let me know what other requests you have. We're welcome to bring those out. Let's bring out the big aqua coming up. Hoops are here if you want them. One yellow gold, one rose gold available with no wait, meaning they can go out tomorrow. If you want the white gold, we're good to go. Yellow and rose are more limited. I think you're going to want to get them in the next few days and start wearing them, right? If so, get them quickly. And as we're already past the halfway point of the show tonight, we're going to show the last aqua of the day, which is that pear shape we flashed in the white gold coming up. Jason, do you have a pair of hoops as well? Congratulations. Wonderful. Jess, pair of hoops? Now, let me know if you're getting a yellow or a rose, because those are going to be the ones I want to let our viewers know that they're gone if they're gone. Let's take a look at our aqua. I'll keep you updated on the hoops. Keep calling. Here's the aqua. And by the way, this is the elongated of a pear shape. So it's going to look large. The last one we has a 4 carat. This is a 232. Not that big a difference, but has that towering length to it. Item number is 112-1831. Keep calling on the hoops, as a lot of you are. We'll continue to have those for you. I encourage you to get those because it's a night to get hoops when they're priced like that. Here's our final aqua of the night. Same color. I had it right up next to that emerald cut. Obviously, the cuts are going to play a little differently. They give you different visuals when there are different cuts. There are different facet patterns that produce different kinds of light. But the color's there. And this time you get 53 points in diamonds in that double halo of pave. And it's in the white gold, or if you liked the look of the yellow gold in the last bridge, you can choose that. You can do that, whatever you like. But what we need to do right here, right now, is get you a price that's a lot better than even my low of the auction. Remember that was $2,500 or so? Let's take this lower than 25. Let's take it lower than 2,000. Let's get you the elongated pear shape, every bit the color we talked about. That doesn't have a retail, because retailers that I know of don't have it. I've never seen a retailer carry Cedar Santa Maria yet. I'm going to tell you right now, the finishing, that doesn't even need to be there. And look what they did with the crisscross detailing of the undergallery. Added that for comfort and for design. Gave you that beautiful basket work with the scroll work from the profile. Here it is on the hand, so you can see the elongation of the pear shape. And it's not going to be 19, 18, 17, 16, $15.99, $14.99. Now we're getting warmer, right? Getting a little closer here to cost. Oh no, we surpassed that a long time ago. Let's blow it out right now. It's not even $14.99. Wayne, I don't think you were here this weekend, but I'm overhearing you, Wayne. That was the 1 carat studs probably they're asking about from the weekend. We had them for $15.99. Yep, that's probably what they're inquiring about. If you'd like the aquamarine, already $14.99, I think it's gone. I'll do even better if you'd like it. $1,399 on the aqua you see there. Here's the other way to wear it. If you want to have that point facing out, away from the hand, it looks like that. And we can still do the yellow gold or the rose gold if you'd prefer it. So no problem there. $13.99 though, that's it on our beautiful aqua. Isn't that a pretty aqua right there? It's an awfully good stone. Every bit those sky blue rich colors we love. There's a very important kunzite, Asher cut. Huge diamonds around it. Looking forward to sharing that with you. Some Mandarin garnet and Tanzanite is here. $723 tonight in the blue wing block D. We can beat everybody. How is it that we have the best quality for a lower price? Isn't that amazing? I saw some low quality material on TV today, and it was way more money per carat. And I thought, well, I hope everybody in those shoppers knows about TVON, because there is the greatest quality that's ever been mined in material that is blue zoisite, and it's right there at a great value. So we'll bring that to you as well. All right, aqua lovers, there it is, our final one of the night in the pear shape. And I think we need to bring out the Congolese stone. What do you think? And we still need your requests, because we've got 90 minutes to fill up with great jewelry. And I would love to show you what you want to see, whatever that could be. Imagine, think big. Think about all those great pieces we have. Are you ready for this Congolese stone that's new? The blue, green, emerald cut that does that. I haven't seen this mounting. I thought to myself, I felt like I had a 2004 flashback when I saw this mounting. And you know why we don't make it anymore? Because it's so darn big. It's got such a wide gold band. They can't even do it anymore. And suddenly it comes out today because it's such an important stone. They added all the gold, all the diamonds, and they said, Lolo, you better get 10 grand for that ring. And I said, okay, I'll try. Look at this. The Congolese stone that I wish I tried to get back behind that stone because it's perfectly clean. And I noticed there was like a little smudge in the back. I tried so hard to get in there and polish it, but I don't have all the tools up here to do all that. But I got to tell you, we're looking at a perfectly clean Congolese stone here that is blues and greens together. That is, I'm telling you, it literally is like a flashback from 20 years ago seeing this mounting here. I used to have this mounting all the time back when gold was $800 an ounce. Now it's $2,400 some an ounce. So it's tougher to make these big wide bands with the big diamonds stacked up beside them. And it is a $10,000 ring, but I'm going to try to help you if you love it. 112-5759 is your item number. I'm the queen of discounting, and I'll tell you right now, we're going to do it again. We're going to bring you this beautiful brand new piece where we just felt like this stone deserves a lot of diamond weight. It deserves a lot of gold weight. It's the blues and the greens out of the Congo. It's a 2.5 carat stone. It's got a solid white and yellow gold. Well, it's kind of like two tones now, and that's just because they didn't finish rhodium it. But I'll tell you right now, if you want white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, you got it. But this is the white gold example, and it has diamonds from the top to the bottom. That's an elongated emerald cut, and look at how they stacked those diamonds. Top to bottom alongside the stone, it's 95 points in diamonds. This is just stunning. And we have one. So it might as well be time to get on the phone lines here, because if you're sick of lightweight gold pieces that you see elsewhere, come back to TVON, because we're bringing you one I know you're going to be thrilled with. And look at that from side to side. It's just all about the diamonds. It's been a minute since we've seen it. Look at the side profile. That's solid too. It's a size 6 right now, and it's got weight to it. It's heavy. Definitely looks like a Paraiba tourmaline. If it was, it'd be about $25,000 on this show, and you know it because we see 2.5 Paraibas. I had one yesterday. Actually, it was the whole weekend. I didn't show it to you because it was $38,000 for a 2.5 carat stone. So I refrained. This is the look of without the big price tag. And we're going to make sure it's going out real quick here. If you love it, let me know. Again, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, totally up to you. That is a super high-end, very clean stone. Diamonds that are essentially 3 different columns and 4 different rows. So you've got 24 stones in total. They're large. 95 points, just under a carat there. We can do any gold you want because that stone's going to look great no matter what. But we're going to send it out. One caller gets it. How about it? An extra discount on the $99.99 piece. Here, I prefaced this presentation with the fact that it was $10,000. And there's a huge trend right now. I was at GIA a couple of weeks ago, and they were asking me a lot about the Congolese stones. I was in San Diego anyways for some baseball, and so I made it a little mini work trip. It counts as a work trip if you go stop by GIA, right? So, yeah. At least I could, get a little work done at the same time, right? And I was at GIA, and they were asking me all about these Congolese stones because they don't have them yet. They don't have them. If they did, they were asking if we'd be willing to send some to the campus so they could start the process of maybe testing these, doing the gemological testing to see if they have copper content. And I had to be honest and say, you know what? I don't think we have enough of them anymore because they're selling so quickly via our shows and through our customers and our collectors that we don't have enough of them to go around to send down there. It's exactly what's happening in the mining life of this material, is that as soon as it was discovered, it was pretty much that kind of took the world by storm, or at least those of us that were lucky enough to bring it to you. And it's because of that similarity. It's because of that very Paraiba-esque quality it has. It has really been one of those ultra popular, can't keep it in stock, everybody's loving it, and it does. At the end of the day, it may have copper content. We will know at some point. And obviously, I hope to be the first to pass that information along to you when we have it, is that if it does turn out to be copper-bearing material, then oh my goodness, you got an even better value than you bargained for. And that's kind of the fun of this whole thing, is that it's beautiful, and we pick out pieces because we love them and want to wear them and want to enjoy them, you know, as we enjoy jewelry. But it's a very important stone at the end of the day, and we're going to show it to you for less than even, yeah, $49.99, rock bottom. I'll take it even lower. It's a Monday night. We're marking down everything. Everything's got to move tonight. And we still have I got about 8 pieces that I've shown you in the last hour and 40 that are still here. Unacceptable. So at least going forward, let's make sure everything does go, and we'll send it out to you right now. How about this? Not 49, not 39, not even $2,999 for that big 2.5 carats, and it's a good one. We're going to blow it out right now for just $1,999. And don't forget, I know it needs a little extra rhodium on the side there. I see it. I've already written the note to our jewelry department about it. That's okay. It's going to be, again, that's all done in the sizing process, right? We size it for you. That's part of the beauty of it. Hi, Susan. Good evening to you. Glad you're with us tonight. Hope all is well. And $19.99 for this one. And let me know who wants those hoop earrings. We still got a couple pairs of those left. This one's only $19.99. I think our pear-shaped aqua is still here. Jeff, if you're out there, let me know, because I've got the 2.5 carat diamond you inquired about yesterday when we spoke on the phone. So let me know if you are waiting to see that. I've got it. And again, here is your chance to pick up a really, really good Congolese stone. Blues and greens together, and look at what that does. Absolutely exquisite material there, and it's going to be stacks of diamonds on the sides. $19.99. Good luck on that one. Anybody need some Tanzanite drops? Earrings, trillion cuts. Where are my trillion lovers? Look at this. This is a trillion drop earring with the blue wing block D. Still have a 7 carat pluser to show you tonight. We have a really amazing yellow diamond here. 1.5 carat, yellow diamond, pear-shaped stone. Look at that. That's pretty. That's a lot of ring there. It's a lot of ring. Gorgeous detail to that mounting. The big kunzite's coming up. And then we're out of jewelry. So call me with your requests, because we need to know them. We've been going through really quickly tonight on a lot of great pieces, and we can continue to just completely raid the vaults. That's what we want to do tonight. Who is going to take the Congolese? Yeah, I'm going to try it on the hand one more time. We're still waiting to hear who's got this one at $19.99. Again, there's a little like smudge wudge back in the back, and I've tried with all my might to get that polished up, but it's a clean stone, not an inclusion in that stone. Is that what you're taking, Wayne? Let's see if he's got it. And Victor, what did you just take? Hoops over there? Oh, fabulous. Aqua, huh? I love how it's that wider style too. Doesn't taper at all till you get to the very back of the ring. It's got that wider style to it. It really suits the emerald cutting of the stone, which is so important, and you see it maintains that width all the way around. Looks good. All right, so let's go to another one of a kind that we've got for you. It's a kunzite. Got a really large stone here for you. It's well, this one's an 18 carat 07. We'll take a look at our Asher cut kunzite here, and this is the one. Well, we had one the other day, it sold. We brought you a little bigger stone here, and with the same massive diamonds beside it. These are spectacular diamonds, and I know it's all really about the kunzite in the middle, but the diamonds here are 13 pointers each. And so we're not just looking at a typical diamond accent anymore. It's item number 1125561. And congrats if you get the Congolese. We're verifying on that one now, so enjoy. And then here we go with our 1807 and 14 karat gold. Right now it's in the white gold. I recommend that. This is the epitome of deep, dark, pinky purple neon colors in a kunzite. It's in the Asher cut, which we love. It has those beautiful stacks of diamonds. That's 78 points among just 6 stones, which does equate to 13 pointers each. And they are round, brilliant stones. Each and every one of those could be a solitaire and an engagement ring. And instead, we put 6 of them together and said, let them sit with the kunzite. Now, I'm going to try this on because it is a bigger piece. So 18 carats, yeah, that's a big stone. Want you to see this one on the hand here so you can see how, when you look straight on through it, how the color is so saturated. And it's really colors, right? This is supposed to be a light pale pink color. Instead, you've got that deep saturated pinky purple blue orchid tone that you get here with that really bright lavish neon plus the stacks of diamonds on the sides. We only have the one, and it's going to be a $79.99 piece, but it is Monday night and we've got our last hour and change left. So you better believe we're bringing them down. Got all the best prices in the world tonight, all on tap for you, but we only have another hour and 13 minutes to do it. So not a lot of time and got to move a lot of great pieces. So let's, keep the party going with the discounts. Look at what that does though. I wish we had these stones back when I got mine 8 years ago, because we did not have this saturation level. And I think, want to clarify, I read somebody say something that, that these fade. They do fade typically over time, but not the Afghan material, okay? So that's one of the big reasons behind getting the collector Afghan material, is that normal kunzite, it's dubbed the evening stone, right? Because way back in the early days, they said, if you have a kunzite, just wear it at night, because they didn't want it exposed to any light, sunlight even, daytime light, that the exposure to light can fade kunzites. Now, the Afghan material, the source being Afghan material, it means it is exempt from that. It does not fade. That's so interesting, because there's a lot of people who say, I will not buy a kunzite. And normally I'm like, good for you, because I would agree with you. But who wants a stone that's going to look one way the day you buy it, and after the years go by, it's going to fade? No. You like the color, you love the color, you want it to stay that color. But that is typical with other kunzites, not the Afghan material. So keep that in mind. It's one of the big reasons you invest into an Afghan stone. But then, of course, here I turn the pricing around so you don't have to pay $79.99. So that's really important too. So just to be clear, because I know it's really hard to listen to me for 3 hours straight and hear everything I'm saying, but that is a very important fact about the Afghan material that differs from the other material that's out there. So and by the way, the other material starts light in the first place. So, oh my goodness, it's like you start with a lighter color and then you lose all that. It's gonna end up being a colorless stone after time goes on, right? Not with this material. You invest into it for the great color, it stays that color. And we're not gonna do 79, 69, 59, 49, yes. Oh, really? Jeff is here and he wants to see the yellow diamond? Fabulous. Jeff, you got it coming up. And before we do that, I better move this one out of here, because this is a one of a kind, and that should go, and we'll take it even lower than even $39.99. Better yet, it's not even going to be $29.99. We got to send it out right now, because we got a big yellow diamond waiting in the wings here, and this one will be $2,888 only, and that's for one caller. Good luck. One caller takes the 18 karat, and what we just did is a miracle of a price tag, especially when those diamonds are massive. Absolutely gigantic. Individual, round, brilliant, and they're VS still. It's not like we took them down in quality grading because they're so big in size. We don't do that. It's VS diamonds or bust. It really is. So that is our kunzite there, $28.88. We'll give it 30 seconds. And then Jeff, I'm so glad to know you're with us. We have a very important, and it turns out it's our only one left. So this actually could be critical for all of our diamond lovers. If you've been looking for a larger yellow diamond, we have a 2 karat 51 coming up, and it's 112-0812 on the way. So we'll get the graphics ready. We'll have it on the way for you. Then we have a lot more to do in our last hour. If you have requests again, please, by all means, bring them on into us. All right, let's get to it. 112-0812. Is here. And I cannot believe what I'm witnessing, because I've sold so many countless yellow diamonds now over the last 6 years here. And we've only had them for 6 years. I've been here 8. We went a couple years, but can you believe that? If you were with us in the early days, we didn't even have a yellow diamond. Not one, not a small, not a large, nothing in accents, nothing. It was much later. And look at this color. It's our only 251 we have left. There is a 3 karat stone in an oval. There is a 3 karat stone in a heart shape, but there is the only, this would be my largest cushion cut stone as far as a cushion cut square. And then it has 95 points in white diamonds, 52 points in yellow diamonds. This is the bridge setting style. But you know, it goes to show you, this has been the 3rd or 4th request this week that have had everyone say the same thing. You know, I'm buying things from you just for the centers. Because if you've done the shopping and if you've done the due diligence of comparison shopping, or you've made the calls, or you've checked with wholesalers that you know, or dealers, or whatever connection you may have. Let's face it, a lot of people that shop here and watch this show are in the business. And they're shopping with us because we bring a better value than what they can get, which I think is the highest compliment in the land. But here is where, even if you're shopping, and I mean this sincerely because I can back it up. Now, I'm not supposed to publicize wholesale pricing. As a reseller in the business, who's a reseller, who's been a reseller for many, many years, I am not supposed to publicize the wholesale prices on diamonds. It is kind of like top secret information that is not supposed to be publicized, because everywhere else you shop for jewelry, it's a retail establishment that's taking that wholesale price and marking it up accordingly to their metric. So you don't, as public consumers that are in just, kind of the standard consumer, are not supposed to be able to buy diamonds at wholesale, or better than wholesale, which is actually what we do. And so that's something I encourage you to think about, because even though I can't rightfully show you a Rappaport sheet, which is basically the actual publication that lists diamond pricing across the board, I can't publicize that. It's just not the thing to do. But there is, again, a chance to get diamonds here at better than wholesale. So even if that's your livelihood and that's what you do and that's how you've spent your career, is in the jewelry business, whether you're a dealer or a manufacturer or a wholesaler, whatever it is, you can't buy diamonds the way we price them, which is why a lot of people come here. Even if they're looking for a great loose stone, they'll shop our finished pieces. And that, I cannot say enough about it, because I'm in the wholesale world every day. And so I know exactly what stones like this, just individually, like what's here in the middle, go for. From the best wholesalers in the world that are giving me a deal because I'm a fellow wholesaler, right? And so there's all these opportunities. Well, this is our $398 total. And yet I've got a $40,000 TVON price tag. It's $39,999. We're doing better than that. And this is for one collar. And again, just the ultimate when it comes to the cushion cut. Like I said, we did recently bring a new 3-carat in a heart shape and an oval. I'm happy to bring those out. They will be more than double the price of this ring, when this ring is only 49 points different from those. So again, speaks to value. It's a value story. I'm going to try it on. And this one stays as far as the two-tone gold. Oh, darn it. This is the one that's that teeny tiny size. So for now, I'm going to put it there. But I want you to see it right on over on the ring finger, because chances are you're probably wearing it here. So that gives you an idea of the size of the piece. And yet this is a super bright, brilliant cut, cushion cut, center stone. There's a difference between a regular cushion cut and the brilliant cutting, which is what gives it that, for lack of a better term, glitter. It looks like glitter. You can't actually sit there and count individual facets. It's just breaking the light up into what looks like micronized glitter, but that's all one stone. Specialty cutting, we're going to blow it out. It's not going to be even. This is what absolutely blows my mind. Having been in the diamond world for as long as I have, 2 decades plus, I have never seen anything like this. It is not even $10,000. 4 carats almost overall. A 251 center, natural yellow. It's not a lab-grown stone. It's not an enhanced color to give it another color that's artificial from how it was born in the earth. And it's not even $99.99. So what we're looking at here is straight up value. I had the 3 carat that is 49 points bigger. It was $25,000 just a couple of days ago. This is, if you're willing to go 49 points less, you're saving so far, you're saving 15,000 bucks. And I'm not making it $99.99. It's not even $9,500. This is the blowout to end all blowouts. It's $9,499 for one collar only. And that will be gone, because when you put on national live TV something of that value, and I know it's not our most inexpensive piece of the day, of course not, but when it comes to value, it's actually our best value we're bringing, because compared to what that would go for somewhere else, there is no comparison. Savings, savings, and more savings. That's what's happening on that ring. $9,499 in a heap of gold with so many side diamonds to it, and yet it's really about the center. $251. $251. And every time you go up another tier in diamond carat weight, there's that exponential way that the price increases. So you don't expect to get a 2 carat 51 for double the price of a carat and a quarter. It doesn't work that way with diamonds. Otherwise, if it did, we'd all be walking around with huge diamonds on our hands. And we don't always have that opportunity because they get so pricey so fast when you get into the 1.5, the 2 carat, the 2 1/4, the 2 1/3, then the 2 1/2. Well, this is up and over that level. So $94.99. And then if you need to see the 3 carats, let me know. And then we're going to bring some Tanzanite earrings here as well. And we've got more on the way, and we only have an hour left, so we definitely need your requests also. And then if you would like, we can go to that 1.5 carat. Like I mentioned, we can bring you a 1.5 carat pear shape tonight. That is also beautiful. It's a brilliant cut. That's the 1.5 carat pear shape. So we can bring you that one as well if you'd like to see it. Then we also have the Tanzanite coming up. Some Mandarin garnets are on the way. And anything else you might want to see, this is the time to get what you love. And I'll tell you right now, that stone, that is the stone right there. All right, let's get to these Tanzanite earrings. Just a one-of-a-kind pair. It's, yes, one of those famous larger drop earrings that we have for you with the trillion here. And that's a little more unusual. We haven't seen too many trillions. It's obviously requiring a match pair. 1125380 coming up right now. And there they are, trillion cuts that have a little bit more. There can be 2 types of trillions. Some are more stark where they have a very straight edge, and others are a little more rounded. This is that more rounded trillion cut. So very pretty, very feminine, but still bright, still really bring the flashes. But also, it's the trillion match pair. It's 1125380. And call us on the 251. That is still hanging out. Now we're talking about this really very, very elaborate pair of earrings in that you got the trillions. It's 1006, so you're getting over 5 carats each. Then you have the 26 points in the diamonds. What we did was added the diamonds in the front of the hoop that starts it, but then you've got a little bit of like, you know, our smile necklace. This reminds me a little bit of that, where it's that little curve of diamonds at the base of the earring. So your little smile is built in, and trust me, that is not going to compare to the smile that will be on your face when you're wearing those earrings. You just feel incredible wearing a high-end earring like that. Now it's 1006 of the carat weight, 26 points in the diamonds. Let me show you the length they're going to give you from a distance away. And this is that post where it's actually not going to actually touch the actual omega. So when you flip this down, as I'm doing there, it's not actually, when it comes back up, you've got that resistant hinge there. When it comes back up, it's not locking in with the post, it's going around it. So there's nothing that's, again, going to ever change the shape or the direction of your post. It's still going to be that straight post that you wear comfortably and easily. Here's the length that you have, top to bottom. It's going to be 1.25 inches. And then I'll go ahead and try one on for you because that'll give you a better idea of what they look like. And they're going to be super affordable. It's what I never, ever, ever understand is when you double up with match pairs. That's not easy to do. If it was, we would have Tanzanite earrings here all the time. First of all, we're dealing with the best quality in the world. We're dealing with our very own exclusive Blue Wing Block D that we adore. You can see it there, how that hoop is going to give you piercing coverage, of course. The diamonds go up and over the piercing itself. Then you get that beautiful, again, very softer corner to that trillion cut. So it's really got a nice femininity. The diamonds that you see right at the base of the trillion, and this entire earring is going to be less than $10,000. We're already under $1,000 a carat. And when you know difficulty in matching Tanzanites, especially when we're going to this high a level with our Blue Wing Block Ds, I could not be more proud of this opportunity. Let's go right back up close. Take a look at this match pair together. One caller. Again, if you've been waiting on these bigger drops, but you've been a little shy because of the price tags, they've been hefty. I know that. I've been presenting a bunch of them. We have huge stones. I had 20 carats, 25 carats total weight. Now we're bringing you something that is still 10, but I think that makes it also very wearable. And $99.99 is not going to do it tonight. It is the top of the hour. It's the 9 o'clock hour out here. There's the $99.99 price tag, which is putting them at $9.99. Are we ready, guys? On a per carat level, I don't know who beats that. We're going to take it much lower than even $4,999. Suddenly, your Tanzanite value, it's here. Reminder, there's only one pair. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing we can do about it except just mourn the fact that these stones are going to be gone in a matter of days. The Blue Wing Block Ds entirely gone from our inventory, gone from our collection. You would have to then go out somewhere else and settle for a lesser quality, because that's the only thing I can guarantee is that anywhere else you shop for Tanzanite, unfortunately, I don't mean to bash anybody else's Tanzanite, but it's not going to be as good as this, because this is the best. And that is not just a term that sounds good, just saying, hey, it's the best out there. It is literally the best. It's the best. There's been one source in the world for Tanzanite, right? We know that this was the private collection out of the D block. There has never been a better saturation, a better neon in color, and you're getting it here for less money than you spend elsewhere for lesser quality. That to me is really what value is all about. Get the best material, spend the least for it. That is what, in summation, is value. And this is not even 40, 48, 47, 46. I mean, how low can we go tonight? That's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out how low we need to go to make everything disappear. And so instead of 49, 48, 47, 46, we're going to bring them down to $45.99 on the one pair of Tanzanite drops in the trillion cutting that we have. And you get diamonds and tons of gold as well, and they're $14K in the white gold. They stay in white gold. Let me know if you'd like to have those. It's one of the most affordable price tags we have seen on our Tanzanites. So they're fabulous and really, really good to get that match pair. So we've got our last call on the show. We're in our last hour. We've got some gorgeous one-of-a-kinds to show you. Some big diamond pieces are here as well. We'll see all of those. We've got a great, this is a really cool ring. If you like big and bold, look at this designer diamond striped ring. This is kind of like, I call it zebra stripes, but it actually interlocks with a woven style like the highway rings bring us with the gold. Look at that, mirror finishing and diamonds together. Haven't seen that in a few years. That should probably have gone up 5 times in price, but it has not. I'm going to bring it down. We've got Mandarins for you tonight. We've got a big blue wing in an oval stone. That's going to be our top of the hour in a ring. So get ready for that. And the earrings are still here if you'd like them for $45.99. Let's get to it. We've got this fabulous oval as well. And stunning red flashes coming right on through. And by the way, it is our last 57 minutes of the show. And we don't see you guys tomorrow. We don't see you back till Wednesday, which always kind of feels like miles and miles away. So give us a call if there's anything we can, satisfy a jewelry fantasy here in the last 57 minutes. We'd love to do that. So that's really what today's about. Let me know what your requests are. Anything you can imagine, let us bring it out for you. Some of our best examples of jewelry tonight have been based on your requests. So I would love that you keep those coming to us. Here is 112-5595. It is the 7-carat 23 blue wing, and I mentioned that it looks like we're going to run out this week. So I would imagine by Sunday, we're going to be done. Oh no, we're planning a big farewell show, and it looks like Sunday's going to be the day. So I hope you can stay with us all week long, because I guess we're going to be saying farewell at long last to our 5-year run here. It's been exquisite. It's always been the best in the world, but of course, ever since the beginning, it's been a very limited, finite quantity that we don't have a lot of. So if you're still waiting to get some Blue Wing Block D, I highly advise you do it this week. Here's our last Museum Reserve Oval. It is our 723. It's a Blue Wing Block D, so what that means is purples and blues and reds all together, nobody else. And that's the thing. I don't take my words lightly. I am a journalist, not a salesperson. So I'm somebody who has to say the facts. And let me tell you something, this is the best in the world. So while there are other guys on TV selling it for more money, do not make the mistake of thinking that their stones are better, because they're not. If it's not Blue Wing Block D, if it's not at TVON, it's not the best in the world. We have the private collection right here. It was saved. It was collected only, this is the coolest part about it, nobody knew it existed except the miners that were there mining it until it debuted here on this show with me. That was the first revelation that this material even existed in the world. So now, here we are years later, final call to get it. Here's our big 7-carat 23. The diamonds, what they do is it still acts as a classic in the design, but instead it's split rows of pave, so it kind of cradles the top and bottom of the stone and then splits down the side to create this beautiful interest there. That is going to be 82 points in diamonds, and what a beautiful look this is. And already, because I've hopefully educated you through the years about blue wings, and the difference is that sometimes the ovals are not going to show you as much red here in the spotlight up close on camera. If you have a stone like this one, I know you can see the reds because I'm seeing them. And I got the worst monitor in the place. My monitor, I guarantee you, is older than yours, because we don't have a lot of money to spend on fancy monitors and revamping those when we're selling jewelry as cheap as we do. So I'm looking at a monitor that I know has been around for about 28 years, okay? So my monitor is the worst. So if it can, and I like that. I want to keep it that way, because I know if it looks good in what I'm seeing, it looks true to life on probably some more modern technology like you're using, right? Whether it's a phone or a computer or a TV, right? This is that beautiful color, and it's so saturated, and I'm going to take it down for you because, by goodness, with a farewell coming up and our last couple here, and our farewell is on the way, it's imminent. Let's make this an easy deal because I bet you there is somebody out there right now tonight who is still new to this category, who may not have one yet, because yes, some of you have a few. Some of you have 50 of them. Some of you have 72 of them. Some of you have 5 of them. Whatever it is, if you want an oval, if you want a top quality, if you are new to this material because maybe you just discovered TVON in the last couple of days, months, weeks, whatever, this is the way to go. Look at how beautiful an example that is in the design on the hand. I think that's what makes it. Seeing that little bit of split, that negative space that's created by the top and bottom rows of pave, the white, the yellow, or the rose gold will gladly do for you. So it can be exactly the way you want it, but it is also not going to be $99.99, which is what happens as a rule to the museum reserves. I'm putting it on the auction block. I've only done 1 auction per hour tonight. They have not, if I'm being honest, they have not gone as expected. We have not had more than 1 or 2 bidders on an auction tonight. That means for you, and if you're going, I don't care, what does that matter to me? Well, I start low on my auctions. That's number 1. Number 2 is if there are not a lot of people participating, that means very little competition to you. So that translates to better value. Because I know that if I go and start this at $7,500, it might be quiet. If I try starting at 65, that's under $1,000 a carat. That should get some attention in a good way. If I start at 55 or 45, now we're talking about value that nobody else can touch. And I'm talking worldwide, everywhere you shop for Tanzanite, even the really low quality material. We've got a wholesale show coming up in the next couple of days. Everybody in the universe of jewelry is on their way to Hong Kong. If you have anything to do with jewelry, you're headed to Hong Kong in the next few days because the quarterly show is kicking off yet again. And no, they don't have blue-winged block Ds there. No, they do not. Even we have representatives, they don't take blue-winged block D because we're making sure you get them. You've got the chance to get them here and only here. So we don't share it with anybody else. It's for you, our TVON family, and that is it, via the airwaves. But here's the other thing. The low-quality material that is wholesaling right now in the trade shows that is far, far less quality than what we're showing you is $2,800 a carat, $3,200 a carat, depending on the size. The smaller sizes are going for $2,800 a carat. The bigger sizes are going for $3,200 and $3,500 a carat for light material because it's not rumor, it's happening. Tanzanite will be gone likely in our lifetime. This is why they call it a generational stone, because it was discovered in 1969. It's going to be probably extinct in the late 2020s or early 2030s if you're going on the predictions and the projections. So here's our generational stone, but here's the only place to get the very best in the world. We have it, nobody else does, and I have no $4,500 open. So on this Monday night markdowns, we take even lower and we get you a better price than $45,000 or $4,000. Let's start low so we can get you a better value. And by goodness, when we are saying farewell shortly to this, I do not want you to wait and miss the boat entirely. This is museum reserve. Literally, it is what it sounds like. The stone set aside 5+ years ago to be in museums, and now they're going out to you instead. And we're not asking for $4,000 apparently because we don't have the open on that either. So let's make it interesting. Let's get it out of here. It's a classic oval. I don't think there's any better cut to get than an oval when you want to go timeless and classic. If you're into the classics, you go here. But it cannot be $4,000. I refuse to keep any blue wing block Ds for our farewell. I know how valuable this material is. I just had a customer, I don't know if you guys care at all, but I'm gonna just let you in on a little story here. A customer, I get hundreds of emails a day from customers that are nationwide across, really actually beyond. We have customers that shop outside the borders of the US too. So it's kind of exciting our reach that has gained such international interest. I got a customer email, it was literally yesterday afternoon, and she said that she got one of her blue wings appraised. She had to go to 3 different places because a lot of the appraisers were not familiar with blue wing block D. Obviously nobody would be unless they're affiliated with TVON. But they were wowed and blown away. She got an appraisal done. She had a 4-carat stone she purchased from me for $2,800. And guess what? It appraised for over $100,000. Now again, every appraiser is different. Everybody's different. She was pretty thrilled though. She said, I don't know if I should sell it or if I should just keep it and keep wearing it. She said, who am I kidding? I love the thing so much. I'm never parting with this stone. But obviously saying in jest, given that it's worth so much more than what she paid, that's a wise investment. But of course, what we really care about is, are you going to love wearing it? Are you going to enjoy it? Are you going to just look down at your hand and just beam with pride? That's what Blue Wing should be about. It's about quality. It's about quality that's not offered anywhere else. And we are so excited to bring you value. It is our great pleasure to do this. It should be more. We're never a company that's believed in get what you can get. Because if that were the case, we'd leave it at $99.99 and somebody would take advantage of that value. Instead, I'm getting less than $4,000 to start. We're going less than 39 or 38 or 37 or 36, and we'll give you a value. $3,500 to start. That's with the diamonds for free. By the way, is it a diamond accent that nobody's talking about? No, it's 82 points in diamonds in solid gold, and a lot of that. Take a look at it. It's not going to last. $3,500 to open the auction. $10 increments only. Let's get to it. 35. That's it. It's your fabulous chance right now to do something special right here. And this is amazing. So it's final 60 seconds to get it started. $3,500 to open on Tanzanite that is obviously going up in price as we reach what could be very close to extinction on the stone in general. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean Blue Wing Block D is coming out anymore. That's all Block C material that is coming out of the ground now for the rest of time. The next update we'll get on Tanzanite is complete, mined out. So this is where I would take advantage. Not settling for the low quality, getting the best of the best. $3,500, no open on this one. We're going to move on to a pink tourmaline after this. We've got a gorgeous pink tourmaline. I just hope over these last few months, it's summertime, I know, but I think over these last few months, we've had some Tanzanite stick around that are the museum reserves. I think it's because, and I'm really hopeful this is the case, I hope everybody who wants one has one. That's my hope. That's truly my hope, because, you know, we don't get to do this forever and ever and ever, right? We know the stones are not here going forward here for much longer. So I just hope, if you already have one, can I just say something really quickly to our folks that have been shopping with me at TVON for 8 years, but the Blue Wing Block D's only been here for the last 5.5. So can I just take a moment and say thank you. Thank you if you've ever purchased a Blue Wing Block D from TVON. Thank you. Thank you. Because it has been truly, in 22 years of doing this on TV, it has been truly one of my greatest privileges to offer you material of this level. To bring something that literally nobody else can is very exciting. No Sotheby's auction house, no high-end retail couture store, nobody can bring this. And what a thrill to be able to bring you values like we have that still top what you spend anywhere else on regular ordinary material. So to all of you that own one already, love them, collect them, have them, thank you for trusting us with your Tanzanites, because it has been a great joy and honor for me to bring these to you. So anyway, let's move on. Nobody wants that one. That's okay. I'm still waiting and searching for mine. So I'm going to take what you guys leave me. That's the thing. When they're gone, I've shown you everything in Museum Reserve. I'm going to take them because I know that, you know, we all got to have them, right? We all got to have this collection. And you know what? Just so it's not a total loss and waste of airtime, because I spent like 14 minutes on it. If you want it, make it $34.99 and it's done and it's yours and it's gone. And that way you get the big 7-carat plus oval of your dreams, because this is really an important piece. And I'm not here to profit on it, because if I was, I'd have to get a $99.99 price tag and make a couple bucks. I'm not doing that. We're just making sure that that same great value that has allowed folks to collect them for the last 5+ years, what's allowed so many of you to get multiple Tanzanites in different shapes, sizes, and designs, that's what has allowed it to happen, is the great value, is the opportunities like this. And I know Tanzanite has gone up elsewhere. I know the wholesalers are getting more, the retail stores are getting more, the shopping networks are getting more. I get that. But we have stayed tried and true to our level of per carat pricing, even as we bring you the better material, like the Museum Reserve. And again, proud to do it. So $34.99, we'll get right to our tourmaline coming up. We've got a couple of tourmalines to show you. I've got a congales and a pink. I'm going to start with the pink, and then we'll bring you the really rare blue-green congales. We've got some mandarins. I need requests too at the end of the night. We're ready. We're there. We're at 42 minutes or so left to go. Look at this tourmaline. That's a rubellite, and I just got to tell you right now, I'm going to sell it. Somebody's going to own this rubellite, some of the most expensive and important tourmaline out there. 112-5356. Welcome into our last bit of Monday here. Love to help you out. If we can help you with anything, let me know what it is. Here's our rubellite that is going to be our really good stone here. It's a very bright, clean rubellite. It's got 2 carat 13 size with 73 points in diamonds as well. Call me on the Tanzanite if you'd like it. Here it comes. So we're 0 for 2 on Tanzanites, which I got to believe it means everybody's got one. So I'm happy that you got one. Good, 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 good. I'm so glad, because I just don't want anyone complaining when we're out of it, because I'm worried about all those shows I got to do when there's no more blue wing, and I'm worried about it. But anyway, I hope y'all have one. Thank you for those of you that have shopped through the years. Let's bring this 2 carat 13 down. It's a $39.99 ring. Well, you can probably see why. Rubellite that's clean like this, it's special. And then we're going to go ahead and blow it out. 73 points in diamonds. Let me try it on my hand so you see what it's going to look like on yours. And we'll blow it out right now for just, you know what, 39. Guys, I got to really crank up these values here because the end of our show is near, and I got to move a lot of jewelry. It's Monday night. We want to be here Wednesday, right? So let's just keep on moving jewelry and really sacrifice some pricing. Not even $29, $19.99, $1,500. I'm taking one of the more precious tourmalines out there, and I'm saying to heck with it. Let's just blow it out, make it, get it done. Let's get the price super low. Not even 15. And for those of you that said, I loved that sale, I'm getting you better than those sale prices. Because guess what? If that's $39.99 with 10% off, that's still $3,600 you should have paid. I'm blowing it out for less than $15, less than $14.99. We're making it easy, $1,399. And you can have any gold you want, any size, any gold color, and that is pristine rubellite tourmaline right there, $13.99. Only one, we'll give it 30 seconds. Then I think we're going to show you this big tiger stripe of a diamond band ring. Look at that, so cool. Heavy gold weight, lots of diamonds, love that one. We've got some really cool sapphires. The big emerald is here. Don't forget earlier I did show you some really important museum pieces like our diamond. We had our big diamond, we had our big congales, we had our yellow diamond, we also had the 1 carat white diamond, a big Paraiba. Wayne, did you pick up the Tanzanite? Nope. All right, Tanzanite's still here if anybody wants the oval. And then let's go. We might have to do some 0 to start auctions too, just to make sure we get some jewelry out of here. But that one's only $13.99. And then don't forget about the 222 diamond band. This is just crazy cool. Anybody like a lot of gold? Like a lot of gold? Like an ounce of gold? Depends on the ring size you get, but this one is very heavy, and here's why. This ring, you know, it's funny because the last time I had this was probably 3 years ago. So no, it's not new. But for a lot of you, it might be new because if you haven't been watching 3 years, you haven't seen it. And it's 222 in diamonds. Yes, this is one ring. It's a multitude of pave sections mixed in and overlapping and underlapping with gold sections. And it kind of reminds me of tiger stripes, right? It's in a way. It's like a highway design. I love this one on the index. It's not gonna fit me there, but you get the idea. If you wanna wear this on an index finger, a middle finger, it works any which way because you see how wide it is. This is obviously, I'm sorry to show it to you guys. I know it's not for everybody. For my little gals who like the petite rings, it's not that. But I do know that there's some of you that basically, if you like bigger, bolder jewelry, it's almost impossible to find these days. And that's just because everyone's working with these insane gold prices. So bringing it out from the vault, this is a flashback moment. And it's item number 111-0492. When I tell you, and I know probably you're sick of hearing about it because you hear me and everyone else in the business talk about it, but when gold goes up and diamonds go up and you've got a ring that is the biggest we do in those categories, this is a ring that should be up to $8,500 today. I had this years and years ago. I remember it distinctly. It's a pretty distinctive ring, and it's always $49.99. But so many of you are going to say, the heck with that. I don't want to spend $5,000. I don't care how bold it is, how weighty it is, how many diamonds you give me. I don't want to spend $5,000. Well, I am here to help you because at this point, too, I need to move some jewelry. There's 39 minutes left in my week here with you guys, okay? 39 minutes to move some jewelry. What's it gonna be? I love this big and bold ring. I mean, where's the most value gonna be? I'm looking for what's the most exotic, heavy, high-end piece I can show you, because I gotta make an impression. I gotta discount some jewelry. And you know what I'm gonna do on this one? We're gonna take it down to the absolute rock bottom. There's where it was, and I know a lot of you weren't with us so many years ago. I get it. And we love to have new shoppers aboard with us. But if you weren't with me, that's a ring we sold, and popularly so, many years ago at $49.99. Now it's not. I'm going backwards. It should go up, not down. That's just the way it works, right? The gold hasn't changed. The diamond weight hasn't changed. It's big and bold as it gets. So that should be pricing that's on the upswing. We're going lower than 49. I just want someone to have it. I'll do it in yellow gold. I'll do it in rose gold. That'll be about 2 weeks of work for us. I don't care. I'll do it for free. I want you to have exactly how you want it. And look at it again on the hand, because let me tell you something. I know the question you're asking. That looks like a lot of ring. I don't know if that's going to be comfortable. Leave it to me. I try on a couple hundred rings a day for you guys. It's comfortable. There's an entire base you cannot see right here, but if I show you from the inside, there's an entire foundation of gold sitting at the base. So this is where you still have that open work, but everything that sits up has a foundation of gold below it, so you get the interesting dimension. And that's what makes it so comfortable while being so bold. It is not going to be $39.99. And I know it's easy to think about diamonds and go, well, every diamond should be just a couple thousand a carat. It's $25,000 a carat right now for those diamonds. You're doing the math. You're probably realizing right about now that should be $60,000 alone for the diamonds. We're doing better. It's not $39.99. And somehow, some way, I'm going to find this one a home. And it's remarkable. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like it's 8 or 9 different bands of gold and diamonds. Now, I don't know about you, but I have diamond rings all the time here that are little, tiny little bands. Whether it's just gold or just diamonds, would you ever see 8 or 9 bands for $39.99? I mean, follow me on my logic here, because I'm just trying to make this make sense. If that's $39.99, and you have, well, there's 4 rows of diamond pave. 1, 2, 3, at least 4 rows. I think it's 5 rows of additional gold. That is 9 rows. If I'm dividing $39.99 by 9, that's $444 a band. If you just broke it down in the simplest of terms, and you said, let's put it all together and make it one, that's to me value. Because I know from being the host here that I don't have a gold band or a diamond band in our entire inventory for $444. It can't be done. And in the 8 years I've been standing here doing this, I've never had a band for $444. So that's where we're at. If I'm going to take this lower, we're going to find a home. How about $2,999? Think about what that would come down if you divide that number by 9. Think about that. $29.99, that's where I'm at now. Divide it by 9, and that's $333. I'm taking it lower. And this is all put together as one massive ring. It's still going to be comfortable because it tapers in the back, but it's still heavy. Look at that gold. I would go true to size on it, and yet let these layers and layers and layers. It's like the most deluxe highway ring you've ever seen. And it's just, I tell you, this is not how jewelry's made anymore. You can't even find pieces made this way anymore. Everybody has to shy away from what a lot of us really enjoy, which is a lot of gold and a lot of diamond weights. And you shouldn't have to change your style to fit into today's gold pricing and today's diamond pricing. You shouldn't have to change what you really truly love in your heart because your budget says otherwise. And we're really making this happen. And because it's still here and there's nobody on the lines at $29.99, I'm going to keep on going. And we will get it a home. The idea is, let's sell it. We got one ring. And if, like I said, if you want me to rebuild it for you and put all those diamonds in yellow gold or rose gold, I'll do it. And for not a penny extra, not a penny more. But it's not going to be $29. This is already breaking down to a $333 value. If you really looked at that as what it is, 9 pieces of jewelry coming together. But it's also not going to be $29 and $28 and $27.77. We're taking it lower than that. This is truly going to be one of the greatest values I bring you. in all-time jewelry. And that's saying something because there have been a lot of great values here. But it's not $27 and it's not $26.99. Do we dare do the math at this point? Because things have gotten a lot more interesting because now I'm at $2.99 a band. Sorry, but that's what it is. It's basically 9 different pieces of jewelry brought together as one in layers and layers and layers and detail and workmanship. And oh my goodness, it's not even $2,699. Here is your value. And I get it. There's probably out of 100 people that are watching, it's only going to suit one of you or 2 of you because there's only so many of us that wear big, bold jewelry. But that's the thing. For everybody that says, yes, that's me, that's what's absent from today's jewelry world is the big, bold, big diamond weights, big gold weights. So it's here, and it's not even $26.99. I continue to drop the price, hopeful as ever. Optimism is my middle name. And boy, in sales today, you got to be optimistic. You got to give value, and you got to be hopeful. And that's what I'm doing right now. It's not even $26.99. Give me a call. I'm here on a quiet Monday night to really make a jewelry dream come true. Just one, but that's good enough. Because when a piece like this is available at an opportunity like this, it's time to make it yours. It's not even $2,600. I'm going to make it $25.99 to the very first caller. And that, you are truly looking at one of the greatest values in jewelry I can bring. Because now at this point, we are looking at each and every section of that ring as about $288. And no, that would never happen. And it's white yellow rose. It's in your size. It's getting to your door for free. And at the end of the day, if you get it home and don't absolutely love it, you send it right on back and get your money back. It's not a big deal, but it's one of those that it is exactly a big deal. Because when you talk about what quality is all about, and you want exquisite diamond and gold weights, you got it. We got 30 minutes left. What do you want to see in this last 30 minutes of our Monday night? I came here to show you values on a must-see Monday markdown show, and we have delivered. But so many of those values are still here. Yes. True to size on this one, as I said, go ahead and get, right now it's a 6, and let me tell you, it feels like a 6. I'm going to try it on again for you. What I was also thinking about doing is showing you with the ruler, just because I know you're thinking, but I don't know what, how does her hand relate to mine? So let me drop in the ruler on a wide ring like this to give you an idea that it is 7/8 of an inch. But look, full range of motion. It's not complicated to wear. I'm telling you it's comfortable, and I've been doing this too long to just say things that aren't true. Because if you do, the second you do that to somebody, they're never going to shop with you again. Well, I wouldn't have a job if I didn't tell you the truth and if people didn't trust me for what I say. That's the thing. Like, you don't do this 22 years and be still doing it 22 years later if people don't believe you or trust you. So this is one that I'm going to tell you is comfortable. It's built the right way. It's still different, and it looks like tiger stripes or highway designs of pave that is wider. That's the thing. A lot of highway designs, just one little row. And this looks very different because it's those bigger, wider stripes of pave. It's multiple rows of diamonds that then cinch in, almost like leaf-like patterns. It is just dynamic. You cannot wear this and not get compliments. And I would especially think, because it's a size 6, I'm putting it there, but you can wear it here all day long. All right, so let me know if you'd like it. It's quite the value. Again, I'm just looking at the way it's made. That makes sense to me to look at that inner detail and how those different rows of gold and diamonds wrap and intertwine with each other. And looking at how this is made, because there's always a journey to the destination, right? You always have a pathway to get there. And the ring overall is this big, bold 222 ring. But I'm looking at, how did we get there? How did we make it? How did we create such a defined designer piece that looks different from everything else? And it's right there. Let's get to a last Congolese. By the way, did anybody get the rubellite that I had for $13.99? The rubellite emerald cut is still here. So we have the rubellite emerald cut, which, just to refresh you, is right there. That's $1,399. I also have a Congolese stone that's 4 carats. I had the 2.5 carat earlier. I don't know if that's gone. Let's show you the 4 carat plus in the blue green with the wider band of gold, discounting 5600 for you as well. Let me know, Wayne, are you getting the tiger stripe ring, or maybe Jess got it? We'll find out who's getting the highway ring, the ultimate high level ring. Call me if you'd like it. Here's the 408. I'm going to come in a little closer because nothing I'm going to have tonight is going to be as wide as that 222 diamond ring. But let's show you a close-up look at this Congo because I'm not afraid to come in close to a tourmaline and show you how clean it is. And that's our 4-carat 08 oval with the blues and the greens and then a little bit of pave, a little bit of mill green, almost like leaf-like, floral-like. It looks very Art Nouveau in the designer for going like as far as a jewelry era. It's definitely that Art Nouveau kind of look with the 9 points in diamonds. I love that it's not overwhelming in the diamond weight. The one I brought you earlier was a 2.5 carat with almost a carat in diamonds. That was a lot more. Let's give you a great value to get a big Congo that, like I said, maybe GIA is going to tell us one day that it's copper rich, in which case you're getting an even better value than it appears. And that's because this ring is $1,399. I'm going to do the same thing I brought on the rubellite tourmaline. Let's let the tourmalines be tourmalines. And let's let them go on sale. For the last bit of our Monday night, 28 minutes remain. What would you like to see? What do you need a value on? We had a ruby to start the show. I got to bring that back out. We got the ruby for $999 because all my other rubies sitting here are $4,000 and $5,000. Let's move the $999 one that I think is a better. I think it's a better quality than what I've got here for thousands more. Look at this ruby in the signature halo. This one, cannot say enough about it. Call me on the Congolese for $13.99, originally a $4,000 TVON piece. We brought that price down. Just a reminder, here is the rubellite. I'm not leaving these tourmalines behind. Here is, and by the way, thank you to all of our brand new registers. We have a lot of them tonight. A lot of brand new shoppers tonight. Welcome to each and every one of you. Don't be shy if you as well would like to be our newest new register. There is our rubellite. There's our Congolese, blue-green, the oval, the emerald cut. They're outstanding. Those are the same price, $13.99. Then we've got ruby. I'm going to recap. Last call on the show. What else can we show you? Can we bring something out from the vault? My 2-carat 51 yellow diamond is still here too. We've got a beautiful Brazilian Paraiba necklace. I don't know what it's going to take, but we're going to get those out the door. Brazilian Paraibas together in a gorgeous necklace in platinum. Let's show you. Those are our tourmalines, $13.99 a piece on those. 2 different tourmalines, but part of the same family, but bringing it when it comes to quality through and through. Here's the ruby coming up. The ruby is signature. It's 1125489. Let's move those aside. Bring this out. We don't go anywhere till this goes. Because the bottom line is this. Out of all the hundreds of pieces I have in front of me, I've shown you a number of pieces. I've got more to show you. I've got boxes stacked full of great jewelry just like this. Hundreds of pieces here to show you. And I have to find a way to figure out what it is that you want to see tonight. And this is the ruby that started the show. There's a reason I started the show with it. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and I thought it was a really stinking good value. So I wanted to start on the right foot here. It's still here at this point with 26 minutes left. So I don't think we need to go anywhere till this one goes, because the truth is I have a 1-carat ruby right here that's $79.99. I don't like it compared to this one. This one's $9.99. So $8,000 versus the better color. Almost the same size. This is a 1-carat. That's a 75 pointer that looks like a 1-carat. This one's under $1,000. Take a look at it. It's in the signature halo. It's got 52 points in diamonds with it, and it's $9.99. And that is the ruby you get, by the way. We're not in the business of showing you one thing and sending you another. When I say one of a kind, it means it's a one of a kind. It means that ruby is going to your house. That very ring that we will size for you and even get in your favorite gold color. That means that's the ruby. That's the ruby you get. A 75-point crystalline gem, clean as can be. Rubies aren't usually clean at all. They have usually no clarity, no transparency. You're lucky if you get a translucent stone. They are typically opaque. And this one, $9.99. Wowza, 52 points in diamonds to go with it. I am crazy about that ring. And I'm the first one to say, I don't love rubies unless they look like that. But usually the problem is I usually can't afford rubies that look like that. Anybody else in that boat where you look at something and there's like 6 digits and you're thinking, oh no, I have a house and cars and family and all this stuff that I got to support. I can't spend 6 figures on my ring. This is that quality for $999. And that's what I love about what we do. That is a special piece right there. Let's get to our Brazilian Paraiba necklace in 18 karat gold. That's what I'm going to show you next. I just need one caller to let me know if you'd like to get this ruby. And then still with the money back guarantee, still with that chance to make sure you love it once it gets home, once you see all the details, once you see it on your hot little hand, once you just can't stop staring at your own jewelry. Look at that. I can't stop staring at it, and I'm showing it to you. My job is to show it to you, and I'm stopping to stare at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you got to wonder if a piece like that is here for $9.99. That's a really valuable ruby. July's birthstone, although it's the king of all gems. We just happen to have the very best quality, and I literally have a stone here that's $8,000 that's just about the same size. I'd much rather see you save $7 and get this ring, which is a better quality. It just is. Take a look at it one more time close up. We'll see who's got it. 30 seconds left on that one. True transparency. Let us send it to you. Let us. It's like you're shopping on consignment. You know, it's like, let me send it to you. You know, I've been shopping in a lot of places for a lot of years. Sometimes, you know, when you're a VIP shopper at some place, they say, let me just send it to you, and then you decide if you like it, send it back. You know, if you don't like it, send it back, and if you do like it, you know, I'll charge your card. You know, I feel like that's what we're doing here. Except I don't think there's a way that you don't love this stone. Because you can take it to your favorite stores and look at it compared to all the really expensive rubies, and your ruby's gonna look better. And that's what I think is so special about shopping here. Okay, so let's get to our Brazilian Paraiba necklace in the 18 karat gold. And did you have a new shopper there, Wayne? And who's that? Lori. Lori from where? Alabama. Hi, Lori. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you shopping. Yeah. Oh, how nice. That's lovely. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I was going to do something here to show you a very special Paraiba piece. It's a Brazilian Paraiba piece. That is the original find of Paraiba. It's out of Brazil. In 1989, this was discovered. Most gems were discovered before I was born. Most. There's very young gems out there that have been only around for a few decades. This is one of them. And look at how beautiful this is. Now I'm showing you the pendant, but I'm just gonna let you know because this is a lot easier to show you this way because there's multiple ways to wear it. I'm gonna throw in this chain. Do you see that chain there? It's like the beaded ball chain that's all diamond cut. This is gonna be thrown in with it, but I wanted to show it to you for the 8th time I think I've had this for a while. There's many ways to wear it because look at this, it's hinged. Oh, she broke it. No, I didn't. You break it, you buy it. No, I didn't break it. This is just the creativity of this design. There are multiple ways, depending on, not complicated, no screwdriver required, no soldering required, just by changing the way the pendant sits and where you put your chain, you can wear it. Let me show it on the hand here. You can utilize many different angles to wear this different ways, like this, where it almost looks like 2 little cherries, or you can flip it around and wear it where it all comes together as one. You can flip it around and just wear it like this. You can do different things because there's bails here, there's a bail over here. So you can, when you get it at home, you're gonna play with it. And I think you'll probably find a way you like to wear it the most. You can wear it like this. Do you see that doesn't really, nothing changed except just the way I'm putting the chain, think of the tweezers as the chain, through it. So you can make it a different look every day. Maybe some days you want it to be more, again, set like this, side to side, like they're spooning together. Maybe you want it to be one more vertical kind of style. That's the beauty of this. And this is the chain you're gonna put through it. So keep in mind, it's all 18 karat gold. It's item number 112-3576. We'll go back up close to it. I just wanted you to see this for the way it plays and the fun you can have with it and the different diverse styles you can create. It's like you're being your own jewelry designer and you don't have to have any experience in jewelry design whatsoever. And why won't it sit now? Again, all my best efforts to show you all the different ways, and it just makes it impossible to show you on camera. But there are so many different fun ways to make it your own, play with it, design it, kind of create what you want to do here. It takes a lot of ingenuity to create designs like this, but worth it when there's so many different fun ways to play with it. It's all 18 karat gold. It's 8 points in the private collection. Brazilian Paraibas, those are from the original source, 30 points in diamonds as well. The chain is going to be 18 inches maximum, but there's an adjustable little sliding bead, so you can adjust it shorter if you want to. The chain, I'll leave it up there so you know it's coming with it. And that's what we're going to do for, you know what, $29.99, forget about it. It's not going to work. Brazilian Paraibas are very expensive. There are very few ways to get them in this world, and we happen to have a beautiful 18 karat gold setting for this one. And yet multiple ways to wear it, not even $1,000. Nope. And there you have it with all the 18 karat gold and Brazilian Paraibas. And I just kind of like it like that. I don't know. Again, you're going to play with it. Choose the way you want to wear it. You can wear it the opposite of this as well, where the florals are up top. But I'll make it, you know what, $9.99 still didn't work on the ruby. So let's just try something. Maybe a different price is going to give us a different result. I'm going to go $888 on this one and see if we can't see this Brazilian Paraiba out the door. What a special piece that is with the 18 karat solid gold. Do we have anybody thinking about it? $888 is it? And that's going to be all. Then we'll throw in the chain of the 18 karat gold. I'll tell you, for an 18 karat gold chain, you could pay that for the chain. We're throwing it in for free. So the diamonds, the Brazilian Paraibas, everything, the 18 karat gold, all of that, $888? Wowza. That's how you get a value. We have 18 minutes now remaining. So it is time to let us know what you'd like to see on the air before we go. And we still have the ruby, still have the Brazilian Paraiba piece, still have, there's the ruby there, we still have the tourmalines, that would be the Congolese stone, and the beautiful rubellite. These are under $1,000, what we just shown you in the last few minutes. That should be of interest because they're very, very important pieces. And yet we have the cross ring. Did you miss this earlier? It's only $599 for our yellow gold 30-point diamond cross ring, that vertical cross that can be anywhere on the hand from pinky to thumb ring, really works well. We'll do a little recap. We have the beautiful green Paraiba, got a huge Paraiba, 378. That stone should be gone. This one's going to be under 30, well, actually $34.99. So it's under $4,000, but under 35 is where we got this one, 112-5537. If you have any questions on anything, we are doing a final recap. We're going to take you through everything that's available from the show. Still going to take you, it's like your Cliff Notes version of the 3-hour show. If you haven't been able to watch the 3 hours, we're going to show you everything we've had that's still available right here in the next couple of minutes. And then you let me know what you'd like to ask about or inquire about or get some more information on, because every single piece should be gone. There's way too many great values that we've had up here to leave them hanging out on this show. So don't let us put them back in the vault. They need to go to you. That's the Paraiba. Here comes the green zircon. Let's show you the cross ring, the ruby ring. I'm going to need a lot of room here because we got too many pieces. So let's show you everything. And there's the difference between Paraiba in the middle and green zircon over there on the right side in the rear. Here's the padparadscha. We also have a padparadscha for under $1,000. So $599, $999. Here's the $999 ruby. We'll keep on building from there. We've got quite a few pieces still to get out the door. We need to move them all. This is your 3 hours in a few minutes. There's the Congolese. Here comes the Tanzanite. We had that big 7 karat pluser. It's a 723 in the blue wing block D. We've got the rubellite. That's the emerald cut. A lot of these were just in the last few minutes here. So I would encourage you to think about the rubellite next to the Congolese stone. Here's the big kunzite we had. That's the 18 karat asher cut with the big 13-point diamonds. We are in a mood to sell. We need to sell. Which one would you like? Let me know. We have the crescent moon and diamonds here in turquoise and diamonds together. Also one of our really affordable pieces, $599 on that one. Also have the aquamarine. I think the emerald cut is gone, but I know the pear shape is still here. So there's your rubellite. Here's your pear-shaped aqua. And that's just, again, we're going to keep on adding. There's a beautiful Brazilian Paraiba pendant. I know you just saw it. We'll add it in. Just keep in mind, you're still going to get the chain with this one as well. So there is the pendant to get and own in Brazilian Paraiba and diamonds together, and then anything you want. This is the time. Let us know what your favorite is and we'll help you out. So there's that Brazilian Paraiba and diamond piece that we have. Just to remind you, that one's not going to sit on its own, but we've got a few more pieces to share before we go. So this is your time to let us know which one of these pieces do you need a little more information about them. Would you like to see it on the hand again? This is the important time to get on those phone lines and look at this Paraiba. This one is really one for the ages here. We've got a Brazilian Rather, we've got a Mozambique Paraiba. I'm going to put it right back here behind our Tanzanite here. So a lot of gorgeous green stones. We've got the Aquamarine. We'll add a couple more to the mix here. Did have that 1 carat GIA certified white diamond as well. This is pretty cool. This is a big diamond piece. Yes, Jess, go ahead. Thank you. The ruby is sold, so we'll move that aside. I'm actually going to bring our diamonds right up front there. That's the 1 carat GI certified diamond that we have. It's got a carat 96 in diamonds with it. That center stone is certified by GIA. It is an SI 1 stone. It's an H color, so it's in the top of the near colorless range, which we really enjoy seeing. Thank you on the ruby. That was 112-5489. So here's basically the 3 hours in a recap. And then I think we still have that 2 carat 51 diamond. So let me show you that one as well. It's the cushion cut yellow diamond that we have as well. So that's going to be the big yellow diamond piece that a lot of you have been asking about. So this is last call on the show. We've got a lot of great jewelry, and to think each and every one of these pieces were presented earlier throughout our 3 hours. Obviously, I usually have nothing left at the end of a show. Very unusual, but it just means that if you join us a little bit later, you need this recap. You want to see what we have, and we can still give you updates on all the information, still try it on. It takes a phone call though, because out of everything up there, I don't know which one it is you like. So we can tell you more about it if you just tune in, because it's the end of the night and you're going, I was watching football all night. That's okay too. I'm all for that. Now tomorrow, we're not here. Wednesday, we're back with another show, and I can't wait to see y'all then. But look at this wheel, because there's a lot of great jewelry to shop here. So which piece do you like? Because we've got everything from $5.99, that's $5.99, that's $5.99. We've got $5.99 all the way on up to $10,000 pieces. Actually, my most expensive up there is just this one at $94.99. So it's $599 to $9,500 basically is the breakdown here, and a lot in between. And we've got several beautiful Paraibas, Congolese blue-green there, Paraiba here, Paraiba in the pear shape, the big Tanzanite as well. You let me know if there's anything you need a little information on, or a lot of information on. That's why they're up here. They're up here so you can shop them here at the end of the night before they're completely gone. And this is the time. Look at that rubellite. I still can't get over that rubellite for $13.99. Actually, the aqua in the pear shape, also $13.99 as well. So quite the array of beautiful jewelry to shop on, including the Paraibas, but it's our very last call on the show. We're looking at everything we have left. It's 12 minutes remaining. Everything should be gone by the end of the 12 minutes. And that way, if you missed any of the show, you don't need to miss out on the values. They're right here waiting for you. Thanks again for being with us, but we're not done yet. I'll be here all night. I got to move. I know Tony's like, you're on your own. You're on your own. That's okay. We just got one wheel. I don't need to change any shots, but the point is we can't leave here tonight until every piece up here is gone. So this is when you got to call, because the values are awaiting you. And if you missed out on the details, every single piece has been presented in full at the Monday night markdown price. This is your last call to get them before somebody else does, because you know what happens at the end of the night? That's always the frenzy that happens, is it's always those last minute deals that go. Everybody's been watching the show thinking about what they can't live without. Now is the time to take action. Make sure you get your piece before somebody else does. We even have those Tanzanite drop earrings. They were $99.99 earrings. We're going to do this set of huge 10 carat plus Tanzanites. You got the 10 carats total weight, 5 carats in each ear. Those Tanzanite trillions, $45.99 tonight. How about that for something special? So here's your Monday night recap. It is your last call on the show. How can we help you? Let me try them on. Let's give you the details. Let's tell you all about them. But you don't want to miss out, and you don't want to wait till Tuesday or Wednesday when we're back with you and then find out your piece is already gone. That would be the worst case scenario, because one of a kinds we cannot create again and again and again. So I would really encourage you to think about what you like up there right now before we go. I'll flash a couple last minute items as well that you haven't seen, just in case you want to see a little trapiche emerald action. We've got a trapiche pendant for you as well. That I'll flash, and anything else. Yes, it was, Pam. It was. The kunzite up there is actually $28.88. Oh boy, do I wish I could do 18 karat kunzites for $19.99. That would be fun. Yeah, the kunzite that we've got someone asking about now, that is let's see, 2888 for the kunzite because it's an 18 karat. Here's the trapeche. That's a trapeche pendant. It's a trapeche emerald. Very rare variety of stone there. And of course, that has some burnished yellow diamonds. So I hope I answered your question, Pam. I think that's the one you're asking about. So yes. And then of course, last minute for any questions, I do want to just walk you through these price tags as well. This is $5.99 for turquoise and diamonds. So is the cross ring. Then we have a padparadscha sapphire, $9.99. Anything else under, I think that's going to be it for under $1,000. Then we go to the rubellite and the aqua here. They're $13.99 each. So is the Congo that sits right over here next to it. This is going to be, if you want to go copper bearing, you go here or you go back here with the pear shape. Those are the copper bearing stones I have tonight. This is our green zircon in the middle. That's going to be the Tanzanite. We got that one to $34.99 on a 7 karat plus in the blue wing. This is our 251. Largest cushion cut yellow diamond I have. It's our 251 in the bridge, $94.99. Then we've got, let's see, the diamond ring. Very special, $59.99 for that big 1 carat VS center stone. It's last call. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. I'll show you something else. We can talk, we can tell stories, we can sing and dance, we can do anything else, but that's your last 60 seconds. With that wheel, if you do have any inquiries, I want to make sure we show anybody anything else they want to see before we go, so we can clear that wheel and we can show you anything else you'd like to inquire about or ask about. This is the time to do it. There's even a Paraiba pendant that's the blue-green variety. And don't forget about the trapeche. I'm going to bring that down under $2,000. If you want our trapeche emerald, there it is with those yellow, that makes it to me, the yellow diamonds that are burnished in that piece. That's kind of cool. And then let us know if you have any questions. We're here to help out and we'll be glad to do so. I'm going to do a little Mandarin deal at the end of the night that you haven't seen. We'll clear all those rings off the wheel and we're going to show you a round Mandarin garnet in a bridge. Might as well. It's what we haven't had tonight except for the pendant. There it is. Look at that round Mandarin garnet. Boy, how long have I been on the air? To think I presented all of those and everything else that's sold, and yet look how much jewelry we've had and look how much is here right now. Got to get it if you love it. Last call on this wheel. Are we moving them all aside? Do you want to get to the Mandarin round? Do you want the $5.99 or the $9.99 or the $5.99 or the $94.99 or the $34.99 or the $59.99 or the $34.99 or the $14.99 or the $59.99 or the $28.88? Kunzite with the massive diamonds. Or do you want the congales for $13.99? So is the rubellite emerald cut. So is the aqua, $13.99. And of course our Tanzanite earrings, $45.99, the best price we've seen on a pair of drop earrings here in that 10 karat plus size that you're getting. Now for our Mandarin garnet finale. It's right here, and I'm so glad we get to show this at the end of the night when we're talking about a massive private collection round brilliant stone in the Mandarin 112-4616 is right now. This is the 128 center round private collection stone with 95 points in diamonds in the bridge. You've got 2 rows that are completely pave, and then all that sits above that would be your beautiful center with your halo around it. And is it ever just the perfect Mandarin garnet? There's no better way, in my opinion, to show off a neon stone than in a round cut, because it's bright. It can take even the dull stones and make it bright. And this stone already doesn't need a lot of assistance when it comes to bright, look at me color. But now the round cutting really is what puts the cherry on top, and we're so excited to bring it to you. How about this? Going out right now for a heck of a value. We've got a 128 with 95 points in diamonds, and it's supposed to be $49.99. We'll help you right now if you'd like to own it. It's a beauty of a gem. We know that, we understand that. We all probably have seen and noticed what's happening with Mandarin garnets, as high-end as they have become, being as collectible as they are. Now we're gonna take it much lower than $49.99 for a little grand finale of the show, and still really hoping we can get a great piece out the door. I think this is it. There's a reason it's a grand finale. You got to kind of save the best for last here. As a thank you for being with us here at the very end of the night, when it's a Monday, when we have to go another, oh, I don't know, 45 hours without seeing y'all. That's a long time in TVON world. So to get you through those TVON withdrawals, let's help you with a $49, $39, $29 deal that I can't leave there. We're going to make it a lot more interesting than that. It's not going to be even $19.99. It's go time. It's make the Mandarin magic happen on a Monday night. that is a fabulous time to get in on your favorites. And I'm going to try this on, and you know what? I think it's going to require yet another reduction in price. Again, got to make it even better than 19, 18, 17, 16. Selling something at the end of the night. I'm glad it's this one, because we know there is a huge trend towards the mandarins. And I'm not talking about trend like a trend in clothing. I'm talking about you guys have gotten on board. You understand. Hopefully I've helped educate maybe somebody. Maybe you've read about it. Maybe you've been watching other networks. Maybe you know. Maybe you follow the trade publications, or you listen to GIA, or you just love the stone for what it is. But if you know this is one of the most obscure and scarce stones in the world, it's time to bring it at a value. And the more scarce it is, it's called supply and demand. I know I remember learning about it when I really wasn't thinking much of it in about 8th grade, and about that economic policy of supply and demand. And you think about the basic knowledge that if there's a little bit of something, it's probably worth a little more than everything else, right? And usually that's dictated by a designer, a company, a manufacturer that is purposely making it limited. This is different because this is Mother Nature. And it was discovered only in 1991, and it a few years later was completely gone. So you don't have a lot of options to get it. And that's why we see the prices all across the world skyrocketing. And we're not doing $16.99 or $15.99. I do the exact opposite to try and make it a deal before we go on a Monday night, and we'll hopefully see you Wednesday. But it's not going to be $15.99 at all. We're making it a lot better than even $15.99. One caller takes it. Who will it be? I'm asking for $1,499 instead to get you the ultimate high-level Mandarin garnet in your choice of gold color. White, yellow, rose, green, purple, spotted, I mean, whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. It's $14.99, and that is how we finalize our big Monday night. As you look at the finishing, that's all the way through. A complete under gallery in one of the more compact bridge mountings where it has all the elements of a bridge, but it's still more narrow on the hand, so it doesn't have to leave those of you that want a medium-sized ring out of the equation. You get that fabulous moment and opportunity. Thanks for being with us tonight. We have 2 final minutes in the show. If there's anything I can bring out for you, if I can answer any questions for you off the air, we're here to do that. Just give us a call. The phone number remains the same. We'll be here after we go off the air to help you out. And if there's something you would like to know a little bit more about, or maybe pick up and have us work on sending out to you tomorrow, we'll be happy to do that. So give us a call, jot down that phone number. The Mandarin garnet is verifying right now. I'm at the ready. I'm going to be ready to show you something else if this sells before our 2 minutes wraps up. So last chance to get in. Thanks again for being with us. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you have a good week. Hope we see you on Wednesday and Thursday, which is when we're back for more jewelry, more values, more great event pricing for you, as well as we get you into the midpoint of September. But again, beautiful minute and a half left to show you that great Mandarin garnet. The round is something special. No doubt about it. It's supposed to be a premium price tag when you get a round. We didn't do that. Just blowing out an end of the show specialty price tag. Somebody's got to get that 723 Tanzanite. That's a good one. I keep admiring that for all the color it's delivering. That's a very special stone. And again, final minute, looks like we're verifying on this one, and a lot of those other pieces that we saw on that wheel. That we have a lot of verification going on right now. So this is really important. Hi, Warren. Thanks. That's good to hear. I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much. Okay, I get that. That's great. I'm a nail girl myself, so I totally get that. Well, hi, Leslie. Hi, Warren. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like your new piece. And $14.99 the Mandarin. So again, that could be your new piece coming out to you in the next few days and arriving at your doorstep. And we hope you love whatever you picked up today. Sincere thanks for being with us and watching and shopping tonight. Spending our Monday together is always one of the highlights of my week. So thanks, everybody, so much. We'll see you back, not on Tuesday. No show on Tuesdays, as you know. But Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, I will be back with you, and we will have another 3-hour extravaganza of great jewelry and maybe some surprises this week. So you kind of never know. So you got to tune in to these live shows to find out what we have new in store for you. So here's hoping we see y'all on Wednesday. Happy and healthy. Have a great rest of your Monday evening. Enjoy your Tuesday, and we'll see you Wednesday at 7, Thursday at 7 as well. From all of us at TVON, have a great night. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you on Wednesday.